6 smokes, like 5 of them are yellow for some reason,
Yep.
and 1 of them
So
is green.
That's correct.
Nassar, the yellow smokes are what we use for concealment.
Right. Yellow
Kinda.
and white, I think, yeah?
No, we don't use white. Like, technically we can use white, but we just do not use white. And that is because the white smoke is used by Russians or the enemy or whoever, so we can just always tell at a glance whether or not the concealment is our smoke or their smoke.
Okay, I'll go get my rifleman kit.
It's a little bit gamey, but...
Yep.
Damn it. Just fucking reload my kit. I mean, if you're happy with it, then that's okay. As long as you are under 51.99 kilogram, have 7 boxes.
I got like 7 total, and I'm 51.65 right now.
Perfect.
Okay. Yep, sounds good.
Alright. No.
Leo, did you take your fucking silencer off?
Also, quick, is there another scope that I can use other than this one? Because
Yeah,
I remember
absolutely.
someone gave me one yesterday, but I didn't find which one when I had
So if you go to edit the weapon, go to the optic slot. I use I think it's called the M83 SCO scope plus RMR sight.
You're gonna have to say that again.
M83.
SCO scope plus RMR sight.
The RMR thing sucks on it, but the sight's pretty good.
The RMR's not bad. It's just fucking RMR.
It's just a big dot, that's all.
Yeah. I don't know. Are there other optics that have smaller dots?
I like the Spectre. It's oversight. Its little red dot is really small. Plus you can dim it for nighttime.
Same with the SU-230.
Yeah. But the scope that you're using is a better scope, though. The glass is way better.
I mean, I kind of like this one, to be honest. Yeah, this one's pretty good, to be honest.
Russell, should I make my back over there?
Yeah, it's just the red dot that sucks on it.
Yeah.
How do you dim the red dot?
Sorry,
push-
call me on 3-2.
On a controller, it's pushed right on the D-pad. I don't know how to
Are
do
you guys
that
starting over there?
on
I
PC.
want to say off memory,
just
hold
about.
your middle mouse muscle
Is
off memory,
the
but don't
shoot
quote me
house
on it.
done? Do you need a hand with it?
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. It's dimmed
Not
mode,
done,
but it's
no, but
actually-
it
it's
wouldn't
a
take me
little
much
bigger
longer
than the
besides putting an
RMR
eye
and the other
down.
one. And
Won't
it's
look
got
super,
blue.
like, filled with
And
furniture,
it's,
though.
you know, brighter mode.
Yeah, you've got 5 or so minutes. 2030 is always the hard step off time, but yeah.
Also, is there a
Yeah,
way, like, how to train making my own kits? Because, like, I gotta find a way to build them myself, you know what I mean? Like, especially if I'm gonna fill in, like, as a rifleman or, like, as a rifleman.
I would get on just any off time and just build your kits.
So, like, I could back to any of the servers and, like, the off times, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only time you can't be on server is during operation, 2 hours before operation times.
2 hours before op times, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
And that's
I
only
know
server 1. You can
Yep,
be on
that's
any
server
other
1, yeah.
I spent like fucking 10 minutes since I've told you I'm Tommy and Gun, like when I was launching Group 4. I was on the fucking server, and I was like, no, I don't know where these people are. It turns out I was like on the fucking 1-2 server. I just had to.
Who's shovel?
Yeah, that was mine.
It's Nassar's trash that he didn't put away in the trash.
Apparently, I'm not special enough to get a shovel with me.
Well, you're carrying enough other shit. You don't need to carry a shovel. Plus,
Yeah.
you got the gun that we don't want to go down, so someone else will dig your berm for you.
Honestly, I would
Never.
rather give someone that I
Never.
can take a shovel and just fucking rush in with the shovel.
Hey, Bravo.
just so you know, so I need
Yeah, carrier.
a part of a hallway that juts out
Did you,
to a singular turn, and then
Need
one
another
that
guy?
goes in both
Oh, we're
directions.
gonna need,
so one
yeah,
intersection,
just-
one T intersection.
So you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Copy.
Yep.
So that might be,
shit.
that might even be interchangeable.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Bishop. 2 dates in a row, no show, no nothing.
Yeah.
I believe he jumped ship.
Think so.
Yeah.
So I guess Dioge's gonna have to go rifleman. So that Ren go with Bravo.
Or one might just steal me. That would be his.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants an RTX.
Are you telling me to get a rifleman kit?
I am. Probably just borrow his.
I got one, I think.
Also, one more question. Do I need to carry the suppressor on me? Like the 6 hour SLX suppressor?
Yeah, you need to have it on your person, but not on your rifle.
The reason being is that's how in case we get an ambush, throw it on in a hurry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nope. My rifleman kit has been butchered. So I don't know what happened
Alright.
to it, but it's butchered.
Yep. Just steal mine. It's all good.
Sorry, go ahead and set your armband.
Wait a second.
Your
Oh, yeah.
armband color.
If Dio's going to Bravo, dude. Maybe
Why
run
would Dio
a
be going to Bravo?
A320. Oh, why is he going to get a
Because
rifleman
this is,
kit? I'm
these are
lost.
the 3 roles that a team should
I'll go to Bravo.
Right.
Grenadier is like the least important role.
I'm
I think-
also.
Yeah.
I think
what
I need the
Brett
goggles
joined me.
now.
I think
I
that was
have the
covered
wrong
now.
goggles.
Yeah, actually, I mean,
Am I joining you?
Diogi.
I'm good. I don't know. I'm lost.
I'll go to
Is
I'll
that
go to
what- is
Bravo.
that what you're doing?
If you, sorry, I'm
Is
sending him to you because you need a guy.
Is that okay? Yeah.
I'll go to
Yeah.
Bravo. It don't matter
So,
to me.
Okay, so
I
you
was gonna
can hear
say,
from where you are. Right?
theoretically, if you can
Negative.
get your Grenadier kit
Alright, I'll
and
leave my mic
put
open.
a law on your back and CLS in your pocket,
No,
that's fine.
Wait,
I can't.
Hey, do I need
Well, I
the-
mean, even with,
because
like, what,
I don't
taking
think I have
4
the
or
one
5
guy, like,
HG
glasses.
grenade.
I think I need the
Right.
goggles. I don't mind
I'll
the-
just do
Sorry.
rifleman. That's fine.
Glasses
Alright.
is fine as well. You know you like. I thought you were.
Can I have your kit, Ren?
Very naked at the moment.
Oh, you want my kit? Sure. Here.
Ren's gonna drop you a kid, okay.
And
That's good. Who else
here.
have we got? Because I can see 8.
I guess so. What I need, Ren, if you want to be auto
I
rifleman.
don't think you can.
Alpha, you full, you got 4, right?
No, so I went ahead and stuck Ren with Bravo because they only had 2. Marcosi notwithstanding. Just on account of when we actually hit the FTX, we're gonna have to split down into these teams. So
Actually, did you know that the policy dictates that you should always go 4 and 2 if you're under strength?
what?
Yeah, it's in the policy manual and everything. Everybody is supposed to have a battle buddy,
All right, I guess.
so it's always 4 and 2. So Bravo, you draw the short straw.
Okay. I guess Ren, you're back with Alpha.
All right.
Hey.
Here, Ren, let me
I mean,
just drop
yeah,
your
I
kit
don't know,
back
I don't
to
know
you.
what's wrong with the battle threesome, but
Okay. Okay.
This is all a ploy to get you down to your underwear.
Yeah.
You guys just no. You can just put it.
no,
just put it back.
put the kid away.
Just put it. Get away, Dio.
Because it it look like I'm wearing DOG sunglasses?
Yes. Kinda, sorta.
Tell me how I need to move in order
Forward about just a little bump
Yeah,
to
forward.
catch up with.
A step to your left.
Bump forward a little bit.
Ye-
You're pretty close right there.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
take pic.
Hold on. I gotta get you when you're breathing right. Right there.
If you keep doing what you're doing, so we're going to go ahead and just
Alright.
start on what we're going to be looking at tonight. So, if you guys all have
Could
a
you
look
please
at
mute
SLC
yourself
1.
in
Your,
TeamSpeak?
Double my.
I have to be open so that my cozy can hear, because he's actually receiving this brain as well, so you guys can mute yourselves.
Well, there you go. That would be deafen ourselves, you mean?
Sound muted.
Well, there you go. Yep, that one.
And some more.
Alrighty, so we're looking at CQB, and we're going to be looking back over some things that we were going over last time. So last time we were going over some stuff with basic sort of breaching, and we went a little bit over rolling T, but that was more so to focus on how to cover all of our sectors while utilizing some tools that we have to do that. But tonight we're going to be doing some repetition, so we'll be going into a shoot house here shortly, where we'll be mainly practicing on our hallway CQB formations. We'll be going over that in detail, but we also want to make sure we're employing our slicing of the pie, verbalizing, and using our verbal signals as well. So if you'll go to slide number 9, CQB. So talking about the fatal funnel here. So enemies will know your entry point, the fatal funnel, and will defend against that entry point. This gives enemies the advantage. Basically, the goal is, in every situation, to enter the room as quickly as possible, to clear the funnel, and to not stop in the funnel. So basically, never looking away from your gun, at the ready, either a high ready or a weapon down. Let's cover that. So, does everybody know how to put their rifle into a low ready, like that? Is there anybody that doesn't know how to do that? I mean, yeah, just for my sake, show me everybody in a low ready. It'll become important later on. So, Petrowski's got it, Marcosi's got it. Oh, well, there's you. Ren, have you almost got it?
Go ahead and put
There
your
you go,
weapon in your hands, put it in low red. No, low ready. Double tap control.
So just making sure all of our keybind is set up. So that actually is what I would call not ready. Because you've got it like that, as opposed to that.
Then instead, this R tap shift.
Tapping.
Sorry, go ahead and double tap
So-
control again, and then tap shift once.
Oh, okay.
Is that really the keybind for it? That is astounding. Alrighty, back to the document. So, the reason why I want to go over that is because when you're in a low ready, it's a good way to indicate to basically your team that you're ready to move on to the next thing, or that you don't have any targets, which is not something that we practice generally in the 506, but when we're thinking about flagging our friendlies, if we want to avoid a friendly fire incident, and we're in a room and we're starting to flow back out, but we're in a very cramped space, we probably want to think about going into a low ready just to avoid flagging our friendlies, which is something that you'll get better at over time with your teams. Alright, so never looking away from your gun. in clear areas, firing position, etc., etc. If your head moves, the weapon goes with it. Know your field of fire. Engage targets in your field of fire. If there is a threat in your field of fire, opening, window, doorway, an obstacle that needs to be cleared, cover the threat. Who knows what the OODA loop is?
The what?
The OODA loop.
OODA loop.
I do, sir.
I know you do, but does anybody else know?
I do as well, but honestly, I do feel.
Oh, all right. Well, so the observe, orient, decide, act. Actually, I think Petrovsky is well aware of when Littleberry used to teach this sort of stuff as well. So basically, it's a loop that's happening every time you're in a CQB environment. You're consistently observing, and you're always orienting yourself toward whatever it is you're looking at. Then you're making a decision, then you're acting on that decision, and it keeps happening at rapid speed all the time. So you observe the room that you've got, you're orienting yourself toward that room, then you're making a decision, then you're acting in that loop. So basically, your decisions need to be as quick as you're thinking about them. So as you're doing all that, you want to make sure you're verbalizing everything that you're doing. You know, approaching the door, covering this corner. And every time we're verbalizing and making sure everybody's oriented, we are ensuring that the breach is following through or flowing quickly. That's the word. All right, when applicable, always fully pie any opening prior to breaching. This is an armor tactic, but will lead to vastly decreased casualties in CQB. So you're pieing out the door, you're orienting yourself, and you're also orienting the team, especially if you're the point man. You're advising, I've got furniture in the middle of the room, I got lockers on the left, I got storage shelves on the right, or a couch in the way, or something that you can't see behind. All of that information counts, but that's very important in the orient part of it. Go the opposite way of the operator in front of you when entering a room, unless ordered otherwise by the team leader. The point man is never wrong. What's another thing we say about the point man? The point man is...
The supreme leader.
Yeah.
Both of those work. The shorter one is often more to the point. If you're the point man, make a decision, commit to your action. Remember to use the path of least resistance. If the door opens inward, move away from the hinges. If the door opens outward, move toward the hinges. Fill in the blanks. Do we understand what it means when it says, when it's talking about the hinges?
Yeah, firm.
Right, let's see if we can go and find a place. Let's go over here. Everybody on me.
Inward opening door opens left.
Alright, so somebody point at the hinges for me.
Inward opening door opens to the left.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep, and that's true too. So you guys can see like the door is a bit sunken in, so you can tell that it opens inward simply because of that. Is there one that is outward? I don't actually think there is, but if we're on the other side of it, then you'll see what I mean.
Nope.
So, yeah, if you see it's sunken, it's going to open inward. I'm trying to think if there's a door around here. Bear with me.
I believe it's only exterior doors that are have even dock model hinges.
Oh, maybe this one. No, it probably still opens inward. Yeah, it does too. Doesn't it? Bloody hell. All right.
Here's one that opens out. There's one that opens out.
Exterior doors do.
Oh well. Anyway, you get the point. There are some doors that open inward and some doors that open outward. What should you do if the door opens into your direction? I wonder how I can best describe this. So, I hope you guys can still hear me. Let's
Yep.
say I'm the point man, I'm standing here, and the door opens up in my face. What should I do?
Step away.
Or you'll have to answer that one because I can't hear.
Should have opened on the other side, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you should have just not done it,
Exactly.
but yeah.
Exactly. So if I know the door's going to open up in my face, I should open it up like that and then flowing in from there. Okay. That's basically what it's talking about when it says if you're on the hinges side and it's opening, you know, up into you, then you probably won't take that into account. So
Garage
what do we
doors, I'll
call
do that.
Yeah.
So shouldn't you, I mean, doesn't that mean you should always just be on the handle side?
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it too.
Yeah, because if you're on the
that'd
handle
be-
side, it doesn't matter which way it swings.
Exactly. So yeah, if it's not sunken in like this one is, then you want to be on that handle. Absolutely, you can get away with it, you know, being on this side, but it's, well, you've got to reach across the doorway to do it. So that's more of an immersion thing, but it's not going to get you killed if you stand here, so to speak. Does anyone know what we actually call that? So if I'm over here and I'm looking at it from this side, what side am I looking at?
Looking at the right side. Well, I mean, you're standing on the right side.
So we actually call that the crack of the door.
Oh, the crack.
So that's where you get terms like attack the crack and such.
Oh, understood.
Because
Because
you're-
when you open it, the door's not going to obstruct your view down the hallway.
Exactly,
Or
there
into the
you
corner. Gotcha. Understood.
go. Alright, fill in the blanks. If a team member deviates from SOP, fill in the blanks to make the situation work. Remember, if you're wrong, stay wrong. So it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, especially in training. It's more about recognizing that mistake, correcting it later. But if you're wrong, just stay wrong. Remember your angles. Learn to slice the pie without barrel leading. It takes at least 2 to clear a room. That's actually not the case anymore. So we don't do 2-man clears anymore ever since being in Reforger. So every time you go to a building, you need at least 4. If you've only got 2, you've got to make it work. But I'm not expecting you to clear that building with only 2 people.
But is he, I mean, it's talking about rooms.
Yeah,
though,
you went
right?
from room to building there, so you can still clear a room with 2 people.
I've always interpreted
There you
that as meaning like even a short room requires at least 2 people.
Yeah. No, you guys are right on that one. But that is a point that is mentioned in the thing. So anyway, what else has it got here? Yeah, it takes these 2 to clear a room. Divide the attention of the targets. 2 in fast, make them hesitate. But of course, if you go into a large room, I do expect you to use 4 people if you can. But you know, we make it work with what we got. If you fall down, stay down. Do not get up until signaled by another member of the team. You may stand up in the line of fire or impede movement of the rest of your team. Find an area to cover or support someone. Find a threat area to cover. If all areas are covered, support someone. Engage bodies. Then doors and openings, then clear. I don't know what clear hides means, but... So basically, if you go down in the threshold, stay down. You might go down and then suddenly come back up again. Pardon me, go unconscious and then be conscious again. And in that case, that's also what it's talking about. So if you go down, just stay down. Alright, don't flag your team members. Muzzle awareness flagging is pointing your weapon or sweeping your weapon across another fire team member. So you guys remember what we were talking about last week with the L-shaped clear and the online clear? Those being the only 2.
Yeah, firm.
So a little test I like to do. Form an L off of me here.
Here, okay, yeah, everybody
Which
shoulder
way
to
we going?
shoulder.
Alright,
Doesn't
so
seem like
I
it's
am
gonna matter.
I'm the end of the L by the looks of it. So if we all have our rifles up, we're all going to look to the furthest left that we can until we see a friendly. So mine is till I'm like right next to DRG's head. And you can see when we're in an L shape, right, we've got all this room that we can aim for, and we're not going to flag our friendlies by doing it. Everybody look to the right.
Yep.
And that's why we do that. Alright, low ready. talking about stacking orders. So stacking order is fluid. Buddy teams are always fluid. There's not any real strict, you know, the rifleman goes here and the next person goes there. But there is one thing that I do like to see us practice, which is numbering ourselves. So Alpha, get me a stack on this door.
Alright, Alpha, stack up, crack side. One
I'll be
set.
last.
2 set.
3 set.
Or last man set.
Alright, Nassar,
So
go
there's a
ahead and
reason
make sure
why-
that you're aiming over my shoulder. Good.
There you go. So yeah, this is the basic formation that you want to be in. You can see that Nassar's just 45 off a courier shoulder there, and he's basically got the long security. So if a threat comes up over here, that's going to be something that he covers. But anyway, so the numbering system. Every time that you designate yourself a number, that makes it very easy for the team leader to simply designate who's going to go where without worrying about what your name is. So when you get into the stack, you basically become a number. And so Ren is basically number 4, so if Courier says 4, do X, Y, Z, whatever it is, then Ren already knows that's him because he self-designated himself as number 4. And so on and so forth with the number. So in terms of stacking order, that's just how it is. Whoever gets there first, whatever they call their number. But if the team leader has a certain idea as to how he wants to do it, then he's more than welcome to make that decision. Note the stacking order is not strictly set, it is flexible depending on the circumstances and situation. Point man responsibilities, starting the set count with 1 set, which we just practiced there. The point man is additionally responsible for hooking and pieing around corners and doors. His jobs are also holding security on the door prior to the breach, calling out targets and danger areas. The stack or team leader responsibilities. So I think that's the stack leader / team leader. They call 2 deciding the type of breach. Deciding the type of breach, deploying flashbang or frag depending on the breach type. So usually I designate the 3-man. If I need a flash or something, I'll say 3 flash or 3 frag, just to keep it simple and to the point. Outside security is usually set up by the AR and Grenadier when it is not necessary for the whole fire team to clear the room or building. Since per the company commander basically giving us that order that it's 4 men to a building, we usually have another team set that security. So that's my preference, and Bravo are tracking on that.
Affirm.
Confirm.
Alright, breach and clear, throwables, flashbang, non-lethal breaching option if civilians are present or if the presence of individuals is unknown inside the structure. This is the normal. So flashbang is your first protocol, frag grenades is your lethal form. You know, you definitely know there's enemy in there, they're shooting at you, it's just impossible to get into the room. Alright, fields of fire, we covered that last time, so we won't bother with that. Slicing the pie, we covered that. Everybody knows how to pie a room, right?
No firm.
Everybody that doesn't know how to pie a room. Alright, excellent.
Hey, one more.
Send it.
Would this be a good opportunity to go over that little GIF you were putting in the NCO chat, see if we can maybe implement that?
That one is a work in progress. We'll probably be able to do that. I think we'll do that in the advanced one, in the other advanced one, which is probably a week after. I'll think about it. We might even practice it in the shoot house as well. Actually, we will practice it in the shoot house, what am I saying?
Roger.
Alright, just looking at hallways, and then that will conclude the document portion. So hallways are a natural choke point within a building. We are therefore very dangerous, a very dangerous area to move through. Maintaining situational awareness and security is a must. So we can see 2 of them, right? We've got Serpentine and then we've got Rolling T. The differences between the 2 is that you've either got 1 man up ahead of the formation or 1 man at the back of the formation. So generally the T is preferred. So what we'll do is we'll make our way over to that shoot house. Is Marcosi here? Could you send us over there?
Hey, firm start.
Thank you, Corporal. Huddle up.
Everybody get close.
Group hug.
Touch his butt.
Alright, now where's the entrance to this thing? Over there. Roger, no worries. I'll see if I can use anything here.
Are we following you in?
Yeah,
Alright, follow him in.
this is perfect. Let's start with that. My cozy, feel free to keep building this thing. Alright, so Alpha, you're up because you're the four-man team. So
Beauty.
alright, so let's start this way. We're going to be moving south along this hallway. So Alpha, form me a rolling T.
Alright, let's hit it up. So you're gonna bump up just a little bit more there, Nassar? You're gonna be like in front of me.
Bravo, come closer.
You as well, DOG. Right? You're gonna be
Go
tight to the
long by about
walls.
10 meters.
Move closer.
Alright, roger that. Alright, Alpha, move it up. So,
Bravo, you can get back to hunt here.
right, DOG, you're gonna be looking this way. Intern. Right, you guys are both rotated internally.
Yep.
And then, yep, beautiful.
Alrighty, so pretty straightforward, and you guys feel free to look around and such. So, a rolling T involves two men in cross coverage side by side with one man slightly behind in the middle aiming down range, and one man on rear security. Interchangeable if there is a trail team, who would form two breacher files as the T goes long. So, Ren, do me a favour, turn around and be just quite literally off Courier's shoulder. But put yourself in front security, there you are. And then Bravo, let's have you come in. So you'd have basically one man here. You could basically have both of you in cross coverage covering the rear here. So Wood, get me one guy here. Off, and then there we go. So one trick that I like to use with this is that if I've got an additional trail team, and in usual cases it'd be a full team, I'd be able to actually use them as breaches. Wish I had a door directly in front of me, that would have been good. Alright, stand by, 1 sec. Did that one work? Alright. Alpha, go ahead and move up and then turn right.
Alright, Alpha, gonna push up, turn right.
Chelsea, you can turn around. I'm behind you. I would actually think
Okay.
you such a way.
So we're gonna button hook this, right? You guys are both gonna button hook.
Where you
And
want
then
to
I'm gonna turn right. Ren's gonna become the new guy on that
So
side.
Brothers, the
DOG's
trail
gonna become the trail guy. Does that make sense?
So basically,
Sure,
we
Roger.
have
button hook
two
means, like,
files.
what?
The
either
button
side
hook is
behind
just
the
like,
T.
boom.
Roger.
Okay.
It's an American football thing. Alright.
So when it comes to
on
turning
three,
a corner, actually, you've already got that sorted, Courier, with turning the corner.
to my understanding of it, yeah, if you'd like to go over it.
All right, show me.
Okay, yeah, so on three, we're gonna roll the T. So you're both gonna both button hook. So 1, 2, 3. And then you want to push it. So Ren, you're gonna end up right here off my left side, right?
Oh, copy,
And
yeah.
that puts
That makes
DOG
sense.
in the perfect position. All right, so DOG moving forward. Or yeah, how far forward are we going there? 1-1.
I just need you to go up to that door and past it.
Beauty. All right, we're gonna go long left side door of the left side door.
Got a open door right side.
So
Door
Bravo,
left
take
side.
charge here and just repeat what Alpha did.
Yeah. Let's just ignore the doors. They're not open.
Copy.
So-
Alright.
Moving.
I'll secure you. Where you at?
holding.
Go long.
Let me know when you move in.
Go long on this left side door.
Alright, going long.
Alright, we can back it up a little bit there, Alpha.
Copy.
Okay.
So
Back it
Alpha,
up a
come
little
back
bit.
by this door. I didn't realize it was there.
Okay. Do you want to still long of the door or short of it?
Yeah, long of the door.
Okay, long of this right
You'd have
side
to go
door.
past it though, because if you expose yourself to the door and the door's open, then that's another danger area.
I
So
just
effectively
instructed them
what
that
you'd-
the door is notionally closed.
Yeah, effectively what you'd have to do is you'd have to do a peel twice over, one on that open door and then another one on the next one, which can be a bit tricky, but we'll just pretend that door on the left is not there. Alrighty, so Bravo, since you're the trail team and you've got a T in front of you,
So Red,
the
you need
point
to
of
be
this exercise
ahead of
is
here.
basically to look at
Left
making
door
sure that
doesn't
we can
exist.
get rooms cleared
copy.
behind
I
the
have a
main
question if
doors.
possible, Kara.
So
What?
when Alpha got up to this door, basically the call was go long. They went long past the door, and then it's your job to basically get in there and clear it. So you take your two guys on this right side, and you quickly clear it.
Roger that.
So,
First man stack set. Right, pieing. Center fed room, large room. Left side looks clear. Going right.
So freeze there for a sec. So Petrovsky, you would actually be looking into the room from here. Your field of fire would be that direction. So because you got the T in front of you, you're pretty much plated. You're covered by them.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna button hook left. Moving.
ADOG.
Yep,
Make sure you're covering that
And we'll
doorway
call that
until they
room
physically
clear.
go into it. Yeah.
that's what I
So
was
Bravo,
doing. Once
what
they
do you
got
do
there, I
when
turned
you're ready
away.
to Come out.
2 friendlies coming out.
Okay.
Come out.
Come out.
There you go. So they
Alpha.
gave you the call to come out. Very good. So the point of that exercise was basically to show that if we have a T on a hallway and we've got rooms behind us, assuming that Alpha's not the one clearing them, then you want to get your trail team in there, forming files either side, so they can be your breacher elements. So we can see we've got another door on the left, so we'd rinse and repeat with that, of course.
Alright,
Now, as
Alpha,
soon
let's
as you
go
hear
long.
that,
Oh,
as soon as you hear that 2 coming out, at that point in time, yes, Courier would give that call to, we got to get moving, basically. So as soon as you say come out, that's your cue to keep moving along and keeping the building going. So speed is basically very fundamental. So you want to make sure that we're constantly keeping up the speed with that.
and then the SAR, Purple SAR had a question.
Send it, private.
yeah, is there like a specific pace, like once we do like the rolling T, like are we going like the slowest speed we can, or like are we jogging, like, or is that like set by different situations?
So the
I can answer
intent
this.
is to go as fast as you possibly can, but you've got to be able to track everything. So First Sergeant Brewer would always say, slow it down, and slow it down, but you know you don't want to compromise your efficiency. So while
Slow
we're
as
in
smooth,
training,
smooth as
you go.
fast.
There you go. So while we're in training, go as slow as you need to get your reps in. And speaking of reps, we will go back here and we'll give that.
If
We'll
I
give
could,
that
one
turn another go. Send it, Corporal.
I would say that what these guys right here at the front of the T are the ones who effectively control the pace. So the pace is basically going to be as fast as they can move up in a coordinated way.
Yep.
So as long as
So-
they can stay parallel to each other, the faster they can go is probably fine.
Yeah, and this is what we call line of communication. So the team leader might be in the middle, but he's not necessarily the point man. So it's dividing of duties between the point man and the team lead. But yes, I agree with you for the most part there. It's just that the team leader has that overriding ability to say, hey, we're going this way. But in the absence of orders, make decisions.
Well, I mean, irrespective, even if I say go long, they're still going to have to be the ones that control the pace because they can see each other. In order to stay coordinated, they can't see me.
Right,
So,
in
I
terms of
could start
controlling
going
the
faster,
pace,
and then
yeah.
I would just,
Right, yeah, I see what you mean there. I thought the question was how fast are we supposed to be going, which is as fast as we possibly can. But in terms of controlling the speed, yes, I agree with you on that one. Alrighty, so we'll do a rep here, and we'll swap with Bravo taking the lead on this one. So everybody move back here. Alrighty, Bravo, you'll be on point on this one. Start somewhere like in the middle here. But we can also mix it up a bit if you like.
Yes, we did. One guy in the rear security.
Hey, DOG,
I'll take rear.
What?
why don't you go ahead and bump, or let Sergeant Anthem bump you.
Okay.
Move right over there.
I didn't realize they had stands in.
One step.
Yes, sir. Stick with
Alright, so I know that Corporal Courier gave a brief rundown as to how to turn the corner. For this one, Wood, what we're going to say is we're going to take that right side out completely. Pardon me, left side. I've got to get my corners right. So just pretend that that opening on the left is a wall. So we're pretty much only turning to the right. So,
Roger that.
to move past a corner, doors, and other openings, you use peeling. So the corner man basically would sit on the right and he would look down the hall. He'd then call set. If he doesn't call set, it messes up the whole thing. Verbalizing is very important. So corner man 1 set, center man moves to the other side. He then calls set. He then calls 2 set. 3 and 4 move, 3 and 4 set, 1 moves, 1 set, and then you reform. That made a lot more sense in my head, so let's go ahead and just put it into practice. Bravo, move up to the corner.
Right. Moving.
So who's the one man in this particular case?
Sergeant Anthem.
What's that?
There you go, so Sergeant Anthem is the one. He basically turns the corner and looks down the right side. Then he calls set, and
Set.
so who's the number 2 man?
It would be me.
Just give it a corner set.
Bear with me 1 second. Just got to make sure I got this correct in the doc. So the center man is actually number 2. So Wood, you'd go ahead and cross over. Sergeant Whalen, if you'd come back to where you were.
Right.
So Sergeant Whalen still has to cover the rear if it was just the team by itself. Alright, so Bravo, if you recall, we've taken that left
that's
opening
right.
out, so that's just
my
a wall.
bad.
So you'd cross over to the other side, just next to Sergeant Anthem there.
Right, 2 set.
3 on the move.
So just come back, Petrovsky. I'll just run through this step by step so we all got it. So Petrovsky, you'd still be aiming down the hallway there because you've got to keep that long security, right? So what this is
question.
about... Send it.
So this is not a wall. This exists.
Correct. So this is the wall, and this is still an opening.
Understood.
So in this particular case, we're not like turning to go right, we're going straight. My apologies, I got that wrong. So, and now, once Wood calls set, Petrovsky, you would then move. Now, Sergeant Whalen actually changes from rear security into covering that center lane, and then he starts to cover that one. And so, basically, Petrovsky and number 3 and number 4 basically move at the same time, if that makes sense. And you can see how they've already formed on their cross coverage, so they've shifted position. So now what has to happen is Anthem has to then break down.
Bring him down.
And then he becomes the, what does Sergeant Anthem become?
Center man.
Anyway,
The point.
Well,
The
center
middle man.
man. No, yeah, middle.
the center man, there you go. Exactly. And so they start to move off, so Petrovsky, you go ahead.
Is this door not here, I assume?
And then Sergeant Wood folds in like that, and they reform the T. Is that making sense to everyone?
Open door right.
Yeah.
I wish these shoot houses were built for what you're teaching.
Alrighty, Bravo. Let's go ahead and rinse and repeat. Alpha, let's swap Sergeant Waven and Sergeant Anthem out for 2 of you guys.
Raj.
Alright, Nassar, you're up with myself.
So what you've got, Nassar and Courier, take charge.
Let me get someone to my right. We got. Who's my rear security? So Nassar, get rear security.
So Nassar, I'm not here, but aim at me. Just to make sure you got that rear security and you got something to aim at.
Alright, Bravo, let's move to the corner. Now let's peel across. One set. Two set.
Two set.
I forget what I'm supposed to do.
So Nassar, what you do is you walk right
You
up
become the
next to
center man.
Petrovsky there and you cover his center. And you do have another option there, Wood. You can have Courier then swap to cover the rear.
Right, so I can shift.
So it is one option, you just got to take note of the security that you're dropping on your right.
Alright, so already Curry, I'm dropping security. Shifting to south. Alright, let's move forward. Alright, a door on my right.
Alrighty, very good. Let's give that one more rep. Alpha cycle.
Alright, Alpha, it's just us this time.
Or you, I'll be center guy. I don't
Yep,
care. Or
set
you, I got
T.
left. All right.
Here, let's swap Nassar out to a different position.
Alright.
Andrew, go ahead and take rear.
I got rear.
I'm left.
Okay, walking forward.
Okay. Rotten Hoofy.
Peel through.
One on set.
Two set.
Pretty sad.
Center man set.
Okay. What was the call out that you instructed there? 1-1. Where I want Ren to just become the rear guy there.
So basically at this point you just reform, so every time you change a corner, right, the numbers change. So basically Nassar then starts to become the becomes number 1, Diogo comes 2, and then you're 3. So it's like 3 set, and then that tells Ren that, hey, I'm the last man, so I got to reform into the rear security.
Roger.
That's one way
3
we
set.
do it. Otherwise, it's just peeling.
Okay, so reform it.
Copy.
Let's walk it forward. Okay.
So now what we're going to go over is we're going to bring. Hold on, I can just move this thing, can't I? So we're going to put a different sort of element into play, and we're going to look at how to turn a corner, center cover.
I was gonna say, are you deriving this peeling maneuver straight from the document where it demonstrates what to do with the serpentine there?
It is straight from the document.
Okay. I think I probably have a different interpretation of that. That might be a little more fluid.
Yeah, in all cases, team leaders are able to use their discretion, and this is definitely something discretionary. So as your team develops, you come up with a certain dynamic. So yeah, it's certainly not to say that the team leader doesn't have the ability to verbalize this stuff. You've just got to make sure to keep it simple. Bravo, let's have you come up here, and I like the idea of cycling, but Sergeant Anthem and Sergeant Whalen, if you'd oblige us.
Hey, firm.
So, Sergeant Wood, form a T.
take the right side this time, Ant.
Yeah.
Alright, so as the T moves up, you've basically got two people either side, right? Bear with me 1 second. This one gets a little bit tricky because number one actually has to cross the second man, which in this case is Petrovsky. So it really depends which way you're going. Alright, so we push up to the corner, and Wood, when you get to the corner, you actually have to cross over that way.
Alright, so crossing left.
And so this one gets a little bit confusing because it's basically all happening at the same time. So you can see that Sergeant Wayland immediately takes that right corner. And then the other two guys basically just have to do peeling. So it's 1 set, 2 set.
2 set.
Petrovsky, you've got an option. You can either go to the left there of Wayland, or you can go to the right of Wood. But it's got to be a choice that you make quickly.
I think I'm going to go left.
At which point you let Anthem know, last man, so that he knows he can pivot and then take that other corner.
Going left, last man.
Copy. Peeling. Stat.
Okay, so you guys are getting the hang of it, right? So it's all just peeling, you know, 1 set, 2 set, you know, last man moving, all that sort of thing. And now, Sergeant Wood, you have to decide which way you're going to go. So if you go on left, which it looks like you already are, then that's how you would do it. You'd peel the... Whoever set up first would be the last one to move.
And moving left.
Center set.
Yeah, door on my left.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down there, Alpha?
Yeah, I think you might be in error on part of it because the document is showing for Serpentine, and there's I think probably a better way to.
What document are you reading from, Corporal?
One.
This is SLC 1.
Roger.
Yeah, SLC.
Roger. We'll both pull it up and double check.
Yeah, so I think you're getting a little too hung up on the numbers going to the specific position. Because when you're in the T here, it makes most sense to have both wings button hook, right?
Exactly,
Instead of having the
Right,
number one,
that was going to be my question.
you know, crossover. Because then you just have the two in the center, like you know the. You already know you're going left, right? So the guy who's in the center looking forward would always take the left side, and then the guy who's looking backwards would always take the right side, because you called out you're going left, and then you can execute it all just on a 3 count, then everybody moves, which is probably a lot safer.
Yep, I'm down for making it simpler. So go ahead and show me that, Alpha.
And if I
Alright,
may,
Alpha, let's get set up. Oh,
on top
Send
of that,
dispatches.
on top of that, you don't know. To be honest, you don't know which way you're gonna be turning until you see both ways, because maybe that way there will be like a dead end in like 10 meters, you know, and you will have to turn left. You don't know which way you are turning at this point before the button hook.
I roger that. I would counter that with, you know, make a decision, because that kind of could feed into a very straightforward SOP, and if that decision is wrong, then the team leader calls out reverse stack, or whoever the point guy is. Point guy. Right.
Well, basically, the main point of it is that everybody has the ability to make an individual decision. You know, again, if you're wrong, stay wrong. But that's the general way that it's on the document.
As
So
soon as you make the
leader at
button
that
hook,
point,
you'll be able to decide, because the guy will be saying this is a short hallway, the first guy who button hooks, and as soon as that's communicated up, the team leader will
Well,
take
so-
that into account.
there you go.
Here,
It's all
could I,
about communication.
Can I run it once, kind of show what I mean?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, Alpha, let's get set up here at a T on this, rolling T on the T intersect.
Pardon me, Sergeant Whalen? Excuse me, Sergeant Whalen?
Apologies, was reading the document.
No problem.
Okay, so say we come up to this, I call out we're going left, I'm going to give a 3 count, right? Nassar's going to button hook to the left, Dioge's going to button hook to the right. Because I called out left, I'm going to simultaneous to that button hook. Alright.
We got it.
go this way, and then because Ren isn't watching, doesn't know anything, he knows that I called out left, so he knows he needs to go right. So let's. I always called this rolling the T, so let's roll the T left. 3, 2, 1. And then if we get to here and, you know, we're staring into a wall, well, if it's obvious, we should just, you know, act. But if this is not the way we want to go, just call out reverse stack. At this point, I would do that, and then we would fall in this way, right?
Yep, that's in line with the document, so you're good. So the point of slowing it down, like I did with Bravo there, was just to get it clear in our heads. At the same time, though, I do still want to hear that, you know, moving and whatever they're covering. So Deirdre should still tell us that he's covering right, NASA should still tell us that he's set on the left, and that sort of thing. So this was good at very high speed, you just got to remember to maintain that verbalizing.
Okay,
Roger.
call out what you're doing and get behind that.
Roger.
Bravo, you good with that?
Confirm.
Alright, you want to give it a go?
Let's do it.
Alright, Bravo, you're up. But you can decide who your volunteers are this time.
Just pick them. Is this like
Yep,
basketball?
just pick them.
This
Here,
Curry
I'll
and
let
red.
them take a corner for you.
Alright,
Slow.
I know you got 1-1. 1-1 in
Oh,
red.
I get
Copy.
one in red.
Copy.
Alright, let's get a rolling T, and we're gonna take the left side.
Watching right.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Which way are we turning?
Turning left.
He did call that. So Ren, you need, yep.
Set left.
Set.
Red set.
Moving. Left
Moving.
man.
And I thought Petrowski would be the last one to
Still
move,
way left.
since he was
Right.
the first one
Yeah,
set
very
on the
good.
right. At least that's what I assumed.
Yeah, that's what- I
Petrovsky
think
should
that
be
he
the
was-
last one to move.
Was I right or wrong there?
Yeah, that
Yo,
was
you
that
were
was what
correct,
was said
yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ren should have fallen in to be the center man, and Petrowski should have been the rear coverage.
Just take
Seems
note
kinda
of the
backwards.
additional verbalizing, right? Every little detail counts. Everybody can hear. You can generally track 4 people talking to you, but you always need to make sure you hear all 4 people sounding off that they're set, and that way you don't have to look behind you as the team lead. You can just keep giving the orders, and everybody else is following through. So, Bravo, let's give that one more go.
Roger that.
Set.
Set.
Alright, let's get a rolling T. We'll take the left side. Move.
Roger, moving left, coming right.
Moving.
Right.
Shift in left. Set.
Moving left. 3 set.
Red set.
Hey,
But missing one.
Moving.
Moving.
Left man.
So what we missed on that one was Petrovsky telling us that he was set. Okay, so as soon as we hear those 4 sets, that's when we can actually make that, give that order to move.
Keep rolling T down the hallway.
Oh, you can. All right, we'll come back. We'll give Alpha another go on that one.
yeah, I just want to point out real quick something that I saw starting Ren here doing.
Send it.
Well, which was he sprinted to this corner, which is generally, you know, like if this was a bound and open terrain, sure, but I would actually probably
Yeah, you want to
say
make sure you got that
you want
cover.
to be gun up, ADS, you know, as you move fluidly through.
My thought process is because we only have here. I was thinking I should just get to my position quicker.
Yeah, roger that, but check that out
Yeah.
right there. What's that doorway, right? Can you see that doorway from here?
Negative.
Alright, copy.
I suppose a good point on that one is that the point of the rolling T is to have as many guns down range as is safe. So the more guns online, the better.
Yeah,
Copy.
we don't generally in CQB, right, protect ourselves by sprinting. We protect ourselves by staying, you know, plate square to the enemy and having a gun forward.
Copy.
Alrighty, Alpha, go ahead and run that one for me with full verbalization.
Yeah, let's hit it. DOG, why don't you take the center position?
Copy. Okay, we're rolling
And
T
don't
at the
be
corner.
afraid to sneak, squeak up pretty close to the corner here, right?
You guys
Because
ready?
like as we're moving forward, we're effectively pieing off the left and right side, which just makes it all the more safe when we actually do roll the T.
Are you ready?
Aver.
Set.
Everybody set?
Set.
All right, let's roll the T. Going left. Move.
Moving. Set.
I thought I missed one set there, but let's move.
Fuck.
Moving. Okay. Hold it.
Alrighty,
Alright.
Alpha, reverse the
Rigged it.
process.
Oh, reverse the process.
Oh, reverse process. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I call out reverse stack. This is pretty simple, right?
Right. About
Ren,
face.
you're already looking the right direction. Nassar,
Yep.
DOG.
You guys turn around. Yep.
Yep. Okay. You hear sets.
Set.
Set.
Set. All right, take it forward.
Moving.
And then what did we have for taking just a corner, as opposed to into a T hallway or peeling past a corner? Or no?
Actually, this is a good thought exercise for the squad, so what does everybody think?
I think that
I
as soon as
say-
as soon as the Nassar button hooks that corner, I take my gun and go back down long hallway until the rest of the stack is set, and then I fall in behind.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
let's
it,
do that.
Curry would take that corner, right?
yeah, I think it looks something like that. Yeah, so we
Yeah,
take
let's
the,
take it step by step thought process.
okay.
So Nassar, cover your corner.
Yeah, Nassar takes his corner,
Button hook that corner. And then when
and
he
then
does
as
that,
he's
I look
moving
this way.
simultaneously, I'm coming this way. He's going long,
And I'll
and
be
then
taking center.
Ren's coming into the center. Grab.
Yeah.
And then everyone's
And then-
set. And once
Well,
we're
no, no,
moving,
no. So we're
So-
taking the corner right, Ren. So you're gonna be
So,
positioned.
so
to be
freeze
looking
there
this
for a
way.
sec.
Oh, we're turning right.
So-
Okay, sorry.
As you guys know, Ren was covering rear at first, right? And so when he turns to pivot to start moving this way, he stops here and becomes the center man. But
So
you already
then
covered
we
that.
do
so
got to be quick on this too, because we're in a kind of vulnerable position to our rear. But yeah, he gets to there. DOG's long right here. He falls in.
I was
as soon
still,
as we
yeah,
hear all
exactly.
the set.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's all fluid, but the whole point of it is to cover our 360, always keeping that security up. So it's like, if you're ever stuck in a pickle and you're wondering, what do I actually do here? It's not a matter of right and wrong, it's a matter of, are we covering all of our sectors?
Right.
So, team leaders basically take charge on that and say, hey, I need one guy on the right, I need one guy down the middle, and then you sort of fold like that. But just keep peeling, moving set, moving set.
Copy.
Alright, so is anybody lost for what to do, or thinks we need more reps?
I'd like to run it one time at full speed.
Full speed it is. Shall we do one... We do one T intersection... Well, they're both T intersections, aren't
You
they?
know what? I think we could, if we could roll this T, move left, then reverse stack, then turn right. I think that would be like a cool.
Alright, we'll
cool
do-
exercise.
We'll do both teams, rinse and repeat. Alpha, you're up first.
Alright, Alpha, set the T here. Set.
Copy. I'm on the left set.
Set.
Marcosi, attack onto Bravo.
So, beauty. Okay, we're gonna roll the T left. 3, 2, 1, move.
Moving.
Set.
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 Nassar set.
Alright, move left.
Moving.
Or move forward.
You're supposed to take the point. There, middle. Nassar, you're middle.
Yep. Okay, so the, yeah. Alright, reverse stack.
Turning.
Alright, at which point I become middle.
And
Well,
start
here,
your
let's
rear.
let's pretend we had gone far enough down. So back up a little deal.
Yep.
Okay, now let's go ahead and take the corner.
Set.
Everybody's set.
Set.
All right, moving.
Alright, move the corner.
High.
Take-
Set.
Set. So yeah, Nassar, you're
Set.
gonna fall into that center position there, looking down the hallway.
Perfect. Moving.
So Ren, as soon as you heard the OG call set, that's when you would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
started moving.
We needed to hear Nassar say set. I believe,
Yeah, I
right?
did say I did
Yeah.
say center, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I looked before I moved.
Okay.
Yeah, the anticipation is that he does get into the middle there, but to give him a bit more room.
Copy.
Alrighty, Bravo, yep.
I'd like to do that about 20 more times.
Right?
I got time, I don't mind
Pia,
Alpha.
you want to be the middleman?
That's my bad. I get confused. Like, I love the middle position.
There you go. Oh, it's no worries. No, I mean we've been.
I need one guy for a Bravo here.
That was, my ring
I got
guide
you.
from
I'm your rear.
Alpha. So me, Ren, and Yoshi have been doing it together for a long time.
I'm with you. Set.
Set. Everyone good?
Set.
Alright, let's get a rolling team. We'll take the left side. Let's move. Alright. Moving left. One set.
Set.
And yeah, guess we're moving. Set.
Make more noise, guys.
Yeah, I didn't hear any sets.
Set.
Set.
Let's move. Alright, reverse
Sorry,
stack.
Set. Alright. Reversed.
Alright, so we'll just correct that real quick so Marcosi come back in position.
Yeah.
So
We didn't
let's
set
get
up
back
yet.
to where we were just before Sergeant Wood called reverse stack. So when he calls
Right.
reverse stack, there's just a few things that need to happen. So Wood, make those corrections.
Alright, so reverse stack. Alright, so I'm gonna shift, move to here. You don't move, Marcosi. Dio, you get rear, right?
Yep.
Alright, so now I'm gonna take the corner. Set.
Yeah, Marcosi, you're
Start.
up. You cross over the complete other side,
Yeah, you're right
and
there.
then Dia takes the middle.
Alright, let's move it.
We'll give that about 2 more reps for each team.
Roger that.
Just need to
Alright.
increase that talking.
Yep, Alpha, let's hit it. Nassar, is there any particular things that you're confused about with the breakdown before we go?
It's just the middle position once we're reverse stacking. That's the thing that I kind of
So
completely
the
understand.
two middle positions, right, when we reverse stack, stay exactly where they are. So if you're in the middle, you just keep looking in the direction you're looking, right?
Copy that.
So if you were looking to the rear, suddenly you're looking to the front.
Copy.
Okay, let's get it lined up, Alpha.
Okay, I'll take the rear. Set.
Right now, like I said, as we're approaching these, right, we're effectively, as you move forward, as long as you're not exposing yourself to this side of the hallway, you get as close as you can because you're just pieing this off, right?
Yeah,
Like if you need to bail,
Yeah.
you have bail room. If you see something, then we engage it as necessary. But so you guys need to be tight to these corners as you move up, pieing off yourself. Because then when you button hook, there's only that little slice of the pie left to take.
Copy.
So Nassar, scooch forward a little bit.
Closer to that corner. There you go.
Yeah, you got to get comfortable, just plating stuff off, right? Okay, so roll the T, going left, 3, 2, 1, move.
Sergeant Williams, Sergeant Evan, have you got any
Set.
pointers for
As far as that,
Set.
Set.
practice this?
All right, take it left.
Moving.
I think, thank you, Warren. I think, in my opinion, we'll let them start live firing it.
All right,
and
reverse
see
the
where they
stack.
Screw up because they're going to remember their mistakes sometimes more than they remember the physical verbal training
Set.
and stuff. That way,
Set.
when we pause
Set.
it, when they make a mistake, it's an immediate correction.
All right, we're gonna
and
take
they
this
remember
corner
that
to the
more
right.
than we've been sitting here talking for 45 minutes and
3,
moving.
2, 1.
It's kind of like that whole training from the Firehose principle.
Start set.
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 So prudent as well.
Set.
What are you, Sergeant?
Moving.
Yeah,
Alright.
1-1. I mean, it looks like they got the movement down smooth. I would just suggest that not crossing each other is probably the best method, in my opinion. Which, you know, it seems like they got both methods down anyway. So I think it's, I got really nothing more to add.
Thank you. Alright, Bravo, yep. We'll have Bravo do these, and then we'll move over to the live fire alpha.
Yeah,
So I,
Set.
1-1. There's a particular problem that we run
Got
into
it.
a lot.
I'll
get
take
one
it.
more guy.
Yeah, I'll take
Short
it.
hallway, lots of or like narrow hallway, lots of doors to
Hallway.
reach on either side.
Barracks.
Yeah,
Let's get Roland
that's
T will
the,
take the left side.
it does actually get covered
Moving.
in this one, and you pretty much follow the same method, except the difference is it's a doorway and not a turning on the hallway.
One set.
But you basically follow the same thing where you get
Set.
the one guy button hooks,
Let's move left.
covers that door.
Moving.
The guy behind him has to pie behind,
Let's reverse that.
and then the other two push forward past the door. So it's like a mixture of peeling,
we're gonna take
plating,
the corner here,
and then
right?
reforming,
Moving.
or you take the room,
Taking a
one of the
corner.
two.
Set.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly talking about taking the room because we like to, you know.
At which point
what
I'd
ends
say,
up happening, right? If I could just,
yeah,
is say, you know, we're just taking all the doors, right, in these long hallways that we're just constantly in. So we'll have one guy on one side of the hallway because it's only about 2 people wide, right? It's really hard to
Pia,
actually
when you
get
take that
rolling
corner
too.
next time, just go ahead and just get rid
We'll
of it. You don't
have
have to,
one person just kind of covering long, and then
Clear the doors behind them. That's how we usually do the barracks.
the exact positioning, kind of make it up on the fly,
Yeah.
and then just be one guy covering long, and then the other people start clearing out the room. Can't remember if I
Yeah,
usually
we'll
put
run it
guy
live fire.
long or short or what.
yeah, we'll run it live fire, we'll put that into practice, and we'll see how it works. So
well, I-
basically, for that one, I would say use your discretion as the team lead, try a few things, and let's see how we go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was kind of trying to figure out what would be a good way to handle that situation.
Alrighty, everybody file out.
All right.
In practice, Courier, we always
Aries,
send 2
you'll
guys
be
long,
good to
remember,
start
and
putting live
clear
fire
'em behind
targets
you.
down.
Too long, sure.
I mean, that's how we usually end up doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like
no,
to work
full-
over this
full AI.
problem
We're
in a
going
training
full live fire.
environment.
Yeah, I agree.
You said full live fire?
Yep, full live fire, lock and load.
Lock and load?
Lock and load.
Just be wary of frags, guys, because of the walls being thin.
Here, could we maybe get a box then? We could swap out, get a lot of flashes to replace our frag.
Or Aries, I'll take care of that. Just remember, guys, not everybody can hear your flashes going off. So as soon as you hear the flash, you got to say bang or something. You guys, if you want to tack on to Bravo, and then one of our helper, one of our tactical instructors will give them a hand. I have to think of the word then. I should just call them an STI, hey?
That
Does
is
that
our
make us Indigenous
abbreviation,
Force?
1-1. The STIs.
Okay, Alpha, just make sure you got lots of flashbangs and a flashbang in your throwable slot.
Fill the whole thing.
Damn.
Okay. How far away do you need us to go? Out of air range. Okay. Everybody get behind that tin fence, and I'll bring blocks over.
Bullets can't go through these things, right?
I hope not.
Guess we'll soon find out.
Right?
I mean, it's made of metal, right? Metal's strong.
Little 18th of an inch freaking metal, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know metal.
Vibranium.
There you go.
So, Wood Courier, just one thing that I would like to see is you guys using your 40 mils. So if you do find an opportunity where you think maybe a 40 mil might work.
Can we just bombard the fucker with 40 mils before we even go in?
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case,
You can, and you should.
Oh.
I'd probably do that.
You with the 40 mic, yeah.
Do we have mortar available?
Do we have a what?
Mortar?
Cas, mortars, let's just level the whole
Do we have
freaking
an
thing.
Abrams with fucking That is the priority. Right, the very, very last thing you want to do with any structure is send people into it.
Oh, God.
So just while we're waiting, so guys, remember, you know, you've got L-shaped clears on corner-fed rooms, and you've got online clears with the center-fed rooms. On the center-fed rooms, if your team leader calls, you know, online breach, everybody's got to call set, and if we don't hear you call set, then we actually don't know when to move. But basically, as soon as everybody calls set, then the team leader can then can say move. And that basically means that we're all moving in the same direction, we're keeping up with each other, and we're not just relying on non-verbal cues to get us through the breach itself. So if you do an online clear, you know, first two guys, one goes right, one goes left, clear those corners, and then get online, call set, and then move.
Roger.
Yeah, so are we all tracked on what points of domination are? Okay. So we'll use this wall here as an example. Say there's a door in the middle of it. And then as we breach, right, the guy who goes right will go to his point of domination, which is the corner. The guy who goes left will go to his, which is the other corner. And then evenly spaced between those will be the other 2 points of domination. Right? So that's the online breach that you use for a center-fed room. And then once you hit that, what 1-1 is saying is once you hit that, make sure you're calling out that you're set. And then for the L-shaped, obviously, if the door's right here, then the points of domination are going to be here, that corner, there, and there, right? So once you hit those, call out set.
Room did not yield the result I wanted. Aries, have we got an ETA? Righto.
Yeah, I am liking this training, calling out all these sets, because I've been shot twice now, cranking my neck around to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be.
Mhm.
Verbalization. The captain really
What
likes
you're
it.
saying is you don't have faith in the people that you're working with.
Well, no. I don't know when they're where they're supposed to go.
I got you. I know what you mean.
He doesn't have faith in me in particular. It's fine.
That's also true.
I mean, I thought we did a really good job clearing yesterday. That was a
Yeah,
whole
no,
lot
we're-
of it.
But I do gotta say, you know, my well, you guys, I wasn't clearing with you guys. I was SL, but
I was actually clearing with white, so I wasn't even with most of my team. It just happened to work that way.
yeah, no, I mean, pretty much as the TL, I don't know. I spend a lot of time cranking my head, seeing where everybody's at.
I guess that's a
Line
good
of
quality.
communication, not line of sight.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think some of it is really we haven't incorporated this in any kind of standard way.
Yeah, a whole lot of verbalization.
Where like if we know
yeah.
when we hit our points of domination, we call set.
Right.
Beautiful. If we know when to do it when we're doing our, you know, rolling T, then that's going to make everything a lot easier.
I agree. I like that. I like the audible cues.
Yeah, in OSUT, you would have all received a basic understanding of CQB. When you get to the squad, that's where we get into the weeds of it. So consider this the weeds.
This is the short grass.
This is the advanced grass.
I think this is the fairway. We'll get into the rough later.
I'd like to go into the penalties.
Any station, C Marcos, you're requesting radio check.
Penalties are pretty much what? Death, right? That's the penalty.
Marcos, this is Bravo. Roger. Roger.
That is the main penalty. Yeah,
Right.
When you're, trying to shoot people and they're shooting back.
Alright, so Bravo needs one volunteer from the SDIs, if you guys would oblige.
I guess I can.
Oh, after you.
Also, not opposed to Anthem doing some RCing if he's bored.
I would happily shoot Waylon in the face. I mean, effectively RC the enemy.
Challenge accepted, Scooter.
Just
How
make sure
will
you guys
be
are
able
all
to tell
on your
which one
toes
to start
because
with?
Sergeant, just FYI though that the aim accuracy is modified, so if you edit the properties, you're going to break that on the whole.
I will be changing none of your settings. I will only be taking control of enemy to do
What team am I with?
Copy.
Bravo,
Yeah, past
Sergeant.
that, I don't care.
Roger, that's
Copy
111.2.
that. Thanks, Corporal.
Hey, Ren, set
Hey,
your
Phil.
armband cup.
Oh, did it not? Oh, did it thing. Got it.
Any station is net. This is Wayland requesting radio check on 111.2. Over.
Wayland, this is Bravo. Roger, over.
Roger out.
Alpha, you're going to be on point. We're going to move south, and we're going to take this house.
Say again.
Alpha,
I
copy.
changed 3 of my frags.
All right, Alpha, stack up. We are going to push to take this house.
Take the house.
Bravo, we're on the move.
One set.
Two set. Two set.
Reset.
Let's
More
go.
last night.
Copy. All right, we're going to go ahead and set up a little danger crossing here.
I'm just gonna hang
I got
out
it
here.
covered
You
to
guys,
the west.
Do most of the work.
All right, I got the east.
I need 2 men to cross and cover west.
Let's start crossing.
3 and 4, go ahead and cover that east.
I was 3 with him.
Yeah, you got it.
Bravo, move.
Alright, let's put this danger crossing.
Courier, last man.
Go.
Bravo set.
Keep moving.
Move, Bravo.
Move it.
Let's go.
Left, right side
Last
looks
man, last
clear.
man.
I gotta reload.
Take the second.
Get frags in there if you need to, Bravo.
Alright, stun prep. Hey, Nassau. Face the wall, start shooting into it. Stunning deep.
Bang!
Get in.
Covering the door. On you, Theo.
What do you got? Let Bravo clear the
Standing
bridge.
in a funnel. Standing in a funnel.
Still fighting.
Say again?
Hey, what the fuck are we doing?
In front of you!
Yeah, I was reloading.
Bravo, how much space have you got to the rear?
Reloading.
AR reloading.
Copy. I'm gun up.
Bravo, this 1-1 over.
Say what?
Said it 1-1.
Take the fucking door.
How many
Copy.
rooms have you
Going
got to the
in,
rear
going
of this
straight.
setup?
Go to start.
I got one more room to clear to the rear.
Good, go.
It's to the south.
Another copy, Alpha's holding.
Bravo, what's your status?
I got a door I'd like to go in. Someone with me?
Now, hey, let's get a T going on this fucking
I'm
hallway.
green.
Well, I got an open door here. You with me?
Fall into the room.
Going in, going left.
I got this hallway if you guys want to cross. Checking the stand.
I hear someone still to our right. I'm gonna send a 40 down that hallway.
Alpha, we're I believe to your right. If once you come through that room.
Sounded like that.
Said.
All right, moving.
Yeah, copy. We're pushing up to a T intersection right. Hey, fucking DOG, don't fucking get too far out. Don't go too deep into
Alpha,
that
good as
room.
hell. What you got, Bravo?
It's
you
a whole
need to
other
collapse up
room.
once you clear that last
You
room
and
out.
I are halfway through it.
Copy that.
Dropping flash. Dropping flash.
Copy.
Flash.
Hey, you are 2-man on your own right
Hey,
now.
going in. We got a hall to the right and left.
We got a door to the right. We got a
Okay,
door
hold
to the
that hallway. Yeah, fuck these guys.
right. I'm buying the door.
Copy. Alright, I'm with you.
Gonna start punching up behind some little cover here.
I think we should probably
We're
go.
collapsing on you guys.
Going right.
You going in and. Whoa, behind us. Alright, I think we should leave that. Fuck, I don't know what to do here.
Go through.
Yeah,
get that
let's go
door.
back to the stack.
Because, yeah, we're separated from everybody.
Yeah, I fucking told you to stop. Last man.
Yeah, well, I couldn't. There was fucking enemies I had to kill. Nobody's dead. Nobody's hurt. A lot of them are dead. That's all that fucking matters.
That's here. It's here.
How about that?
Bravo, keep pushing this way.
Wrong way.
Come
wrong
in.
way.
Come in.
I've got to bandage. If you'll hold on.
This, blowing through that door. Friendly's coming in.
Salary.
There's a door right. Caught up to Alpha.
Alright,
Moving.
I'm on you.
Bye.
Hold that door right.
Crossing.
Grab your guys' center.
He's down.
Fuck, is it bulletproof or what?
He's down.
Alright, DL, I'm taking over for you.
Copy.
Coming.
I'm on the
Alright, flow
6.
through.
Moving.
Move up online with me, Pia.
Wood last man. Wood on your right.
Bravo, keep clearing to the east and then reverse.
kind of in a serpentine here.
One down front. He was in that net across the hall. Pio, you want to button hook that door right?
I'm with you, Pio.
Holding hall. Here, get.
Oh, this one.
Actually, take us in. This is
Set it 1-1.
Going in right.
Copy.
This 1-1.
Red's down.
Go for it. Alpha, let's collapse up on Bravo.
Okay, I'm with you. Go ahead.
I had one time
Push through. Push through.
Is this room clear?
Nice.
Negative.
Checking these rooms.
Alright, pushing through.
Alright, 1-1, we get a casualty on my pause.
Start bandaging though.
Bandaging.
I'm on my
Which way are we turning?
I get this hallway.
All right, I think everything's clear, right? Okay, everything's clear. We're moving out. Coming in the hallway.
Check in. Who's Bravo 2?
We're close to the yellow smoke. Are you 2IC Bravo, Petrowski?
Yeah, get the
Smoke, it's flash it, flash it.
Copy, copy, copy.
This is Bravo, 3AC stepping up.
Flash out.
Yeah, Bravo.
Bang.
You have up in that room. Alpha, this is Bravo. I have 2 times casualties, 1 times Alpha, 1 times Bravo. Over.
With you, moving.
Oh, what do you got? Combat last
Flash,
server
flash,
from.
flash.
Right side flash. Copy.
I'm up and I'm self-aid.
Here, I'm setting your stack.
1-1 Alpha.
Bang.
This is Bravo. I am in the most north, corrections, southeastern. Oh.
Say again.
Drag him back. Center of the room to the south.
Got it.
Coming in.
Change.
Copy.
Alright.
I need more room.
Clear long.
Alright, go through.
Alright, get on the chest.
You want me to come?
Paul.
You good, you good.
Prepping flash. Flash out.
Yep, prep.
All station, CCP is on the east side of the complex.
Bang.
Alright, he's fully
Marcosi,
treated,
good
should be
forward
approved.
with Alpha.
Casualty.
Whoa. Whew, that was close.
Copy.
Yeah.
Can I get a
Bye.
pain there?
Alpha,
Hold
you
up,
take
wait
a
up.
point.
Stay out of the funnel. Watch out.
Bravo action stepping up.
Prepping flash. Throwing flash.
I'm gonna shoot a 40 down that motherfucker as soon as that flash goes off.
Alright, go.
Alpha, you get that hallway down here?
You guys just keep coming this whole way along.
I'm a button hook.
Reverse stack.
I got
one down to the west, the
See you, Trowski.
south of the compound.
Got a doorway here.
Just keep this locked.
Alright,
Coming to you, Alpha.
Marcosi, stick to the fucking walls, brother.
No.
Copy.
Where the hell are these guys?
Everything's clear. This door goes into a hallway.
Copy.
Bravo, clear to this hallway right here.
Okay.
Uh, before you collapse
to
it.
get to
Copy.
Okay, we are gonna collapse back.
All right.
Alright,
We're gonna move.
let's fucking cover the rear. Marcosi, you need to grab that fucking down, dude.
Copy. Point on that one. Ren,
I'm
forward.
gonna cross you.
Holding in.
Wood, you got it.
Alright, disregard. He's up. He's up.
Alright, last man.
Moving.
Alright, Trowski,
West, man.
get moving.
Covering rear.
Get moving
Keep
back to
moving,
everybody
keep
else.
moving, start cut-
I'm
We're
grabbing the
con-
rear.
we're
If you guys wanna keep
consolidating.
it flowing through.
It's a 5-man
Yeah.
team, so we're a little off.
Moving.
Yeah, we're
Rudder.
Moving. Last
On you,
man.
dude.
Alright, keep moving.
Hey,
Copy.
don't assume anything that we've cleared is still cleared.
Left.
Yeah,
On
you're
my
good.
left. That's where the alpha is. Friendly's coming in.
Hey, alright,
Hey, we
hey,
just
reverse
left that
guys,
room.
reverse
Yeah,
that.
go back, Marcosi.
I got left.
Copy.
Copy.
Stay in that
Hey,
room. We're coming
back
to you.
Clear on the right. Dead end on the right.
Coming in the room. Friendly's coming in.
Reverse,
Boys coming in.
Ren, you got right.
The only thing not cleared is straight ahead. That straight
Stick
ahead.
to the fucking walls, please.
Copy.
Yes, sir. You got my right. We got that room on the right.
Copy, I can see an angle
Hey, we got blue to your south.
All right, Ren, is it clear behind us?
Yeah, it looks clear.
Pio, grab that door right there.
Roger that, Alpha.
They
You
just
got
passed
door I
it.
came in.
They just
Oh,
passed
that's
that
the
door.
came in.
Oh, I just meant hold that sector. I didn't mean push through.
Oh, I got you. Oh, you
Hey, is this clear?
Move it.
negative.
Negative.
On you, Ren.
All right, one sec.
We're flowing, Pio. That we cleared this.
Reset.
Unless you guys want to re-clear.
Oh, it's you big clear.
That was
Okay.
clear.
Cassie, close left.
Yeah, it is, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're clearing.
Yeah, we already cleared this.
Getting right.
On left.
Yes, sir. Watch rear.
Left clear.
Okay.
Right clear. I think this back to where
Is that
we
all of them?
originate from.
Yeah, A-firm. I think
A-firm.
building's clear.
Pio and I cleared that whole left side. So
Beauty.
Alrighty, all stations, file out to the Arsenal box.
Alpha, file out to the arsenal box.
File to the Arsenal box,
Copy.
Bravo.
Copy.
Right, let's all move.
Roger.
My cozy, can we reset that and we'll run it again?
A-firm. Give me a sec. That
Take
took a little
time.
while.
Alrighty, rearm and then form up on me when you're ready.
Can I use morphine on myself since we don't have mic?
I got it.
all
No
you have
mic.
to do is
Oh, thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
In the future, a uniform change takes care of that.
You mean if you wipe the blood off, he'll feel better again?
You'll feel so much better, like a new man.
Sergeant Russell, Sergeant Anthem's gonna swap out with me for the secondary run.
Roger, Sergeant.
Okay, we gonna debrief that?
Yep. There you guys all re-kitted. You good to go?
Great.
A-firm.
Now I am.
Alright, so on the initial breach, Bravo, you want to speak to that?
Yeah, we should have probably throw a throwable. We get kind of stalled at that doorway.
So yeah, major thing, as soon as you hit resistance, it's like contact. Okay, where's the contact? Get a flash in there, get a frag in there, and reduce the enemy. Go on, Bravo.
I mean, I think after we got the throwable and we kind of flowed in, I think that, you know, we kind of got settled in, I think, a little better.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. As soon as the flash is in there, you send as many bodies in as you can, and yeah. Alrighty, so that covers the initial breach. Once we made that breach, I was basically trying to maintain LOC most of the time. So, in terms of spacing, so it is very tempting to go and jump into that next room and keep things moving. The trouble that we had was that Bravo had rooms to our rear that needed to be cleared before we could push on. So in that particular case, we need to increase those team-to-team comms to say, hey, Alpha, wait a minute. I need to clear these rooms behind us, otherwise we'll get too spread out. The other option that you had was to basically say, we're going to go this direction, so pick a direction and then stick to it. And you basically just do a big circle, which is what we did in the end anyway, but we just got a bit too spread out at the start. So every time that a team makes a move, it needs to be communicated. So Bravo, I'm moving to the next room on your east, or Alpha, I'm moving to the next room on your west, so on and so forth. All right, so on the initial, on the part where we sort of spread out a bit too much, Alpha, you want to talk to that?
Yeah, I think, or thanks, Sergeant. I think that It might be a mentality issue where I think a lot in training and in operations, we are operating more as teams than as a squad. And this was clearly a situation where operating as a squad was called for, but a lot of bad habits, I think, have been reinforced just by the fact that we generally, like, at least myself, DOG, and Ren, right, spent a lot of time 1-1. I don't know if we did very much squad clearing at all prior to your taking over as 1-1. So I think we were just kind of thinking that we were a team. We're going to go do team stuff. It's okay to be a team that's over here by itself. I think that really is what it came down to there.
Yep. So train as you fight is the way I like to play it. So we do a majority of squad trainings pretty much for that reason, because it is the squad, you know, not just the team. Basically, if you went to go and clear the factory over there and you said, hey, I need 6 people, you'd be working with, you know, all sorts of different numbers. In this particular case, we took I can't remember how many people we got, 9 of us into the one area. But, you know, there are large buildings where you might say, I think we need 6 people for this just to lock down all of our sectors. And at which point you are working with another team, and that buddy team might not have direct squad comms access either. So you always want to be thinking about, if I overextend too far out of voice range, then there might be somebody in the stack that's not going to be able to hear me, or, you know, they might be from a completely different element. So yeah, if you were like, I need 6 people to clear that factory over there, they're not all going to be on your net. So
could I speak to how we got scattered in the beginning?
Well, so
sure,
that's not.
Thank you, Sergeant. No. Go ahead, Corporal.
Thank you. I was just gonna say that particular part is not exactly what he's getting at. I think it was more my decision to go through and breach that doorway.
I just knew that we left a door behind us. When you were trying to move down the hallway, there was a door that was left behind us uncovered.
Yeah.
Piotrowski and I ended up together. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I know that's beyond, like, you know, that's beyond the point where it actually went bad, where we actually broke those lines of communication, which was that initial decision I made to even go in there in the first place.
Copy.
Yeah, so just awareness on that one. I think I was left in the first room by myself for a bit there. I had no idea Alpha had actually moved on. So it's mainly about that. But make your point anyway, Specialist.
That was my point, was that it was just Piotrowski and I together that started clearing off to the left, thinking it was a smaller room, when it actually spiderwebbed out, and we just kept getting more and more separated.
Roger. So yeah, point team, if you're the first guy in, just let us know which way we're actually going to be going. We don't have to clear the rooms to our rear if we don't want to, as long as we come around and we get them in the end. But obviously with the large complex that we're replicating here, we pretty much all just have to snake through, constantly collapsing and moving as we go. All right, so then we took some casualties. Bravo, you want to talk to that?
Yeah, actually, we came around the backside, kind of caught up with Alpha, and then we came into that room, and, you know, I thought we had good security, and then was it a guy popped through the doorway, I believe, and was it Mark? Who actually got down?
Ren.
It was Ren. So, and then in the process of, you know, work, I think Waylon was working on Ren. I get secured in a doorway, but I think I had stuck my nose out a little bit too far and get hit from a doorway to my left. So it just complicated that.
Right, so basically the improve there is security.
Yep.
Making sure we got guys pushing up ahead, and, you know, if you don't have enough bodies, it's deal with the threat first before dealing with the casualty, although you do need to make sure that there's a priority on the casualties. So ideally, it's just a matter of, if we don't overextend, we'll have enough bodies behind us to plug those gaps. And if somebody is in the rear, it is their job to get the casualty out of the way rather than the guy up front. All right, then we pretty much, we did pretty well from there. There were not really any major hiccups. Alpha came in, noticed that there was that myself and Nessa were already covering past that last door. So called blue, waited till he got the clear to go through. Then we cleared those last rooms. And so that pretty much concluded that. Then we filed out. Alright, so line of communication was the first improved, security was the second improved. What's the last one I'm missing? Yeah, and pick a direction and then go with it. And violence of action. Alright, so we'll run this one more time and we'll try to improve on all those. Alpha, you'll take point on this one.
Yep, roger that.
Anybody have any final notes, comments, questions, concerns?
Just one quick thing, 1-1.
Send it, Sergeant.
Thank you, Staff Sergeant. So there were a couple times during that engagement where I called up self-aiding. I don't know if that's something that you guys do in 1-1 or not. If you hear one of your teammates call up, hey, I'm self-aiding or I'm bandaging, something like that, keep in mind that they are going to be at best mobility compromised, aka very slow to move while they are self-aiding, or they cannot move at all. So just keep that in mind, because I got separated several times from Bravo just from lack of communication both ways, both me being in a firefight and not calling it up, and Bravo not stating, hey, we're going this direction or anything else. I think I ran past you at 1.11 by myself trying to catch up with Bravo. So just make sure that if you know somebody's treating or self-aiding, wait for them or pull security on them, because if not, you're likely to come back and find a casualty that is now completely down since they got left behind. That's all I had, 1-1.
Thank you, Sergeant. Yes, it's a very important point indeed. Bravo, who are your buddy teams?
We didn't set that just because they have the switching door, which we'll do right now. So
Sergeant Anthem will be taking my place, Sergeant Wood.
Roger that. So myself and Marcosi, and then I'll have Anthem and Petrowski.
Copy.
Copy.
And Bravo, who's your 2IC?
Check 101.2.
Anthem, this is Bravo. Roger, over.
Roger, out.
Bravo, who's your 2IC?
Petrowski.
There we go. Alpha, what are your buddy teams and what's your 2IC?
So 2IC is DOG, buddy teams are myself and Asar, and Sergeant Rin and Specialist Steel.
Alrighty. Everybody is responsible for their buddies.
Sergeant.
Send it, Corporal.
Thanks, Sergeant. Aries is green.
So,
Roger.
if I could speak to, real quick, 1-1.
Send it, Corporal.
So, you know, I feel like it's all well and good saying everyone's responsible for their buddies, but, you know, we breached that building, and we went left, right, left, right, left, right, and we ended up with 2 members of each team, you know, as completely, or, you know, 2 teams of 4, but with 2 members from each team as completely distinct unit. I think, I don't know if that's necessarily practicable in that situation.
Take a line
to,
from,
you know.
Yep. I'll take a line from the old First Sergeant Brewer and say that buddy teams are still fluid. But it's like, if your buddy changes, you're still, you know, kind of responsible for that buddy. So
yeah,
it's all a matter of checking in, like, hey, I haven't heard Courier for a bit. So Nassar, if you're ever in that position, you'd say like, hey, Courier, you're good. And you're always going to make sure to check up on each other and be like, yeah, I'm with whoever the other guy is that you're with.
Should we be making maybe a conscious effort to, you know, to pick a new buddy if we lose our buddy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You got to tack on to somebody, but you also got to make sure that that original buddy isn't down or something. At which point you just got to check and make sure that somebody's working on him. And if you don't get a response at that point, you got to trail back and make sure.
There's also nothing that says that once you dominate that first room and clear it, you know, you're within a safe space that you've created now. Take the 10 seconds to get back with your correct fire team.
Get right.
It's all peeling. So it's like, hey, whoever you're next to, cover me. I need to get back to my buddy. Of course, don't leave him alone. It's all just buddy system awareness. Being dynamic. But anyway, any other notes? Hearing none. All right, Alpha, let's go ahead.
All right, Alpha, lock and load.
This time, Bravo.
Stuck looking around. You know how to fix this?
I don't. Does anybody know how to help?
Did you Alt-tab?
I think I did an accident, yeah. How the fuck do I get out of this?
I think briskly tap it 2 times.
No.
Like the alt.
It didn't
Like
work.
hit it and then
I
hit
mean,
it
I'm
again.
very willing to hit you in the head and see if that works.
No, last time, I mean, put a vehicle down for me, Diogo, you hear? Last time this happened, I got in a vehicle and it seemed to fix it.
I got one, hang on.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'm fucking neck's broken here.
Everybody move.
Sergeant,
make
just
way
to
for Vic.
confirm,
Oh.
You did double tap alt, right?
It's over to your left, Anthem. Left.
Yep, trying to go that way.
Hard left.
You want me to place it in front of you? Or...
Don't let me retarded.
Oh, I think single tapping it. Okay. Yeah, I just did that to myself, right? And then I single tap it, and now I'm good.
Okay, no, I'm good now. Okay, well, maybe it was single tap, but sorry about that,
Bravo
guys.
set
Back in it.
DC.
Good to go.
There, Bravo, it's at DC.
Real quick, could we destroy this with 40mm?
You get east.
Is that an option here, or are we required to breach it?
Well,
Right,
there's an
cross.
option that I accounted for, Alpha.
Set.
Set.
All right, Alpha, let's go.
Alpha, danger crossing set.
Alpha, last man.
Contact.
Bravo, breaking down quick.
I got 40 set. You ready? I'll put a 40 right in that fucking doorway.
All right, hey, fucking Diogo, yeah, put some 40s.
Russell, I'm just gonna run with you, squad mic. Copy.
Diogo, ceasefire.
Copy.
Tie it off. All right, hey, put a fucking 40 long straight down the middle. Left far corner. Oh boy.
We're done.
Alpha. Guys, we got a mass gas back here.
What the hell happened?
I copy you. We're breaching. Let's go.
Watch out.
I'm grabbing him.
I'm pulling him behind this building to the north.
Let's get this room secure.
I'm with Diogo on the right-hand side. He's alone. Hold
Just-
here, Diogo.
Copy. Just holding this door.
I'm with Anthem.
Alpha, I get Nassar with me. He's down. We're doing
Bravo, what's the plan? Are we holding or we continue?
Alpha, Bravo, I need people for CPR on the casualties out front. Yeah, copy that. We are securing this room. We'll be able to bring them in and set up CCP here.
Copy. We're holding interior doors left, right, and center, it looks like.
There's dead space left, but the easy corners are clear. I know there's someone hard right. Yeah, I can hear someone hard right.
We're going firm on this room. We're not continuing to breach. Get set on it. Trowski, get outside. Start doing CPR.
Alpha, do you need, I have 2 guys that I can attach with you. Do you need assistance on that?
Tripping frag. Hey, pushing out on your left and throwing frag deep center. Ready?
Copy.
I'm having difficulty breathing. I might go down.
Frag out.
Yeah, copy that. I'm gonna bump. Go get outside, see the mic.
Bang.
You want to? Well. Oh shit! No. There's a lot of them. There's 3 of them in
You're
there.
gonna need to cover the door center long with that machine gun. Just coming down here long.
Throw it. Oh, fuck.
Got a casualty on my position.
I need a mic.
I got hit, treated.
Never mind. He's self-aiding.
Moving.
Alright, I'm coming in.
We need a mic. Should I get him back?
Just bandage him. I'll cover.
I need somebody on CPR.
What side are you on, Alpha?
We need to drag him back. You got him.
We're just dominating
Watch
this
that
first
door.
room as
Watch
best we can
that
right now.
door.
I got the door.
Mike right now.
Alright, you got the door.
Alright,
Trowski, you got him.
Confirm.
I need
Alright,
CPR
Cash is
done.
going back. Nassar, 2 set.
Copy.
Reset.
Drop security then, or?
Feeling.
Alright, 3
Dead
flash
space
right.
left.
3 flash, right?
3 flash. Get out of the doorway,
Don't go in.
Yeah, let's go. Go.
Don't.
Doorway to the left, watch out.
We weren't supposed to go in. Okay, fuck it.
Doorway to the left.
Go.
Doorway to the left.
Let's look right.
Far door, Roger, moving.
Leave that corner. On the right.
Just bring him back here in the open.
I got far door.
Alright, I'm third man.
What do you got? Flashbang in there?
If you want to.
One set.
Copy
Flash
G.
One set.
Flash out.
Hey, we
Hey,
can't keep pushing
I'm
through
flash,
this
this
compound
fast.
while we have to dominate this room. We have
Yeah.
casualties
Right, clear.
outside.
That's what I was saying.
Okay,
We're not supposed to
kiosk.
leave that room.
Alpha, I think the casualties are all up. This is 1-1 negative squad. And 1 down outside. Roger that.
I'm with you,
We can
man.
leave this entrance, but not until everyone's
I'll be on
through.
this spot high. Over to hold the door.
I'll hold the other. We'll just cross on it.
I got this.
Yeah, I think I'm friendly to my right.
Copy.
I got him.
1-1, this is 1-1 Mike. All casualties are up. We're coming in thumbnail.
Right. Far side.
NASA, hold that hallway.
Holding.
Oh.
Get that door on my right here, Nassar. I'll get your one on the left.
Bravo, I'm back on.
If you guys want to keep fucking wheeling around till you're parallel on the south-north axis with this initial room, and then we can all fucking get back together.
Room to cross.
Yeah, Roger, we'll clear that. Alpha, we're looking down that main hallway to the east there. So if you're gonna start hooking in.
Stop peeking that door. We're
Need
just
to.
holding
Need
these
to.
doors. We're not breaching. We're not flying right now.
to the
Stay
right.
out of the fatal funnel.
Alpha.
1-1.
Yeah, let's suck it up.
Sounds
You-
like we're about parallel with them.
Yeah, we are. They're right to my
You
right.
guys are parallel.
I can see them.
Send it, Mike.
Okay. Do you need to get in that hallway?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and just go straight. I'm gonna go in and go straight and hold long to the east. Ready? 3, 2, 1, moving.
The sub pushing down.
Alright, I'm with you, DOG.
Copy. I'm just trying to wait for that smoke clears a little. I can't see what's going on down there.
Hey, Red. Go ahead and just stick your fucking head through that door and make sure we don't get fucking flanked.
I'll watch your rear.
You guys good over there?
I sent a 40 down there and it looks like it did the trick.
Beauty.
Don't back. Funnel, keep moving.
Alright. Ready to move forward?
Moving up.
Roger, I'll hold rear.
I got a hallway to my left.
Hey, careful shooting to the fucking north.
Look at the casualty.
One's to our rear.
Coming to you.
The casualty taken care of.
I'm your 4 there, Ren.
Okay, I'm going long.
Copy, go long.
I need fucking bodies with me.
I'm crossing with you.
Reloading.
Copy.
I'm still holding the hallway behind you guys.
Copy.
4 set.
Let's move.
Mouse man set.
We're moving into the build to the east there, Alpha.
One down right behind the shelf.
Fail.
You're getting shot through the wall. Don't move back.
I need reload. Reloading.
Copy. I'll check your cloak.
Back
Hold
in,
up.
back
They're on the other side. This is the hallway.
DOG, come here. I'm gonna pop across and grab. Stand
I got you. I got you.
You're good to go.
All right.
I know exactly where he's at. He's right.
PO checking.
Going in left.
Going in left. Alright, hey, we're gonna have to clear that up. DOG, red.
Yes.
Flash through the door.
Copy.
Okay. Roger.
Flashes in. He's good.
Bang.
Hit him.
Flowing.
Alpha, we're pushing it east on the backside there.
Door right.
Holding it. Hold on. Hold on. Don't. Wait.
If you can fucking hook around all the
One
way
down.
back
Go.
to this
Keep going.
east-west running hallway that bisects the fucking
Keep going.
structure,
It's all yours.
then we'll be able to link back up.
Stand by.
Flash going out.
Copy.
We're pushing east right now. If we button
On
hook
your
out of this
6.
building, you're gonna be to our left.
Bang.
Going in right.
Alpha, you copy?
Q down right.
Good
Yeah,
sit.
I copy.
Opens up to the left.
Yeah, I think I see you. Can you go east? Are there any buildings to your east from the room you're in?
One down long at the end of the hall.
I'll push. There's one more room to our east. We'll push through.
Gonna wrap around here.
Rendia, hold what you got. Hold what you
Hold
got.
it. Dio.
Okay, holding it.
Way too fucking far. I'm grabbing your left hand.
Reloading.
Brothers on our right.
Copy.
We're gonna do this, Alpha.
There's one more room to the east here.
I'm reloading.
Covers.
Brothers just in that hallway we came from. They're moving up. Does this one turn right and lead to the hallway again?
It does.
Very occupied. Going in right. Hey, reverse stack, go.
Reverse that.
They're clearing that room. We need to clear the hallway at the end.
Right.
I'd like to move up to the end.
Coming out. Reverse it. It's come out.
Can we move up to the end here,
Hey,
guys?
Red Dioji, you're staying where you are. We're gonna circle around to you, and we're gonna just basically pinch it. Roger, holding for you.
I'm at the east side of the hallway.
1-1, I'm back on you.
Alright, 2, wrap it up with a flash. Copy, I got it.
Keeping these guys moving.
Контакт, впереди! Неизвестный человек!
Alright, go, Ren.
I can't stand by. I can't
moving
get it
out.
on my fucking tool belt.
Then you turn it
Do
right.
not breach into us.
We're not.
I got a flash if you
Hold
need
there.
it.
Alright, prep.
Wait.
This is again, you can turn around.
Blue, Diogi, blue.
Oh, fuck me. I just got flashed.
Friendly down.
Break. You're counter clearing. We got a blue on blue.
Medic coming up.
Ren, you got
We got
stairs.
it. Alpha's down.
Hey, I got flash. I got flash. On.
So did I.
Alright, I can move again. Sort of, kinda.
Yep, Courier told us to stay there. You said we were staying, and
Alright, Marcosi on you.
Yep.
Alright, I'm sorry.
We just came
We
from the
just
south.
started
stayed
compressions.
through here.
The entire front is south. I think there's just some room to the right here that needs to be cleared.
Bro, you're not helping with casualty. Make sure you get security.
Yeah, firm. I'm grabbing
Alright,
the south
let's
right.
I got the doorway.
go.
Where's this room at? How do you get in this room?
it's up into the front. It's up in the front. You wrap around from the front.
Yeah, then we're moving to the south.
This is the hallway. Flowing through to the door.
Copy. I moved around to the other side, south.
Alright, dead
Jesse,
space
what's
in the
going on?
center of the room. Dead,
Copy,
dead
yeah,
space
finish up my
right.
I
compressions
got
now.
center. You got right side
Going
further.
in right.
Starting CPR. Make sure that he's fully bandaged on your side, Ren.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Checking those containers.
He looks
Clear.
good.
Just get online and push
Roger.
into this
Once I'm
building.
done with
I got one
CPR,
down.
you take
One
back
down.
here.
I just go push Saley on him.
Left side
That's
hold.
fine.
I'm gonna stay over you. Tall.
Hold short.
I got
Alright, let's
a
hold that
self aid, Marcos. Hang on.
Copy.
Left clear.
Shit.
Left clear.
Right, clear.
Room clear. 4 coming out.
He's back up.
Alpha's back up.
Alright, I'm good.
Am I good? Yep.
Yeah, have a little pain medicine. There you go.
It's,
Sorry,
thank you
Alpha.
much. Self-aiding, that's why.
All stations.
Yeah,
when
I
you're
don't
up,
know.
form on me in the hallway. Alright, form on 1-1 in the hallway.
I think they went this way.
I think this is the hallway, right?
This is the hallway.
Yeah, the main center hallway.
The east-west
So,
hallway that
Alpha,
bisects
let
the
me-
structure.
Let me start Alpha by apologizing. I came up to this room. I thought this was the one that Ren and that Ren and Dio would come into, not realizing that you'd gone that way. So I'm going to apologize for that straight away.
Yeah.
I thought they'd end up in here.
Nobody heard me yelling, "Do not breach into me."
I heard you,
I
but I
heard it.
thought you were coming into this room. And so when I saw your shoulder, I just shot.
So did
So
we
I thi-
bypass this room? Does anyone know what happened there?
So, I do.
Send it.
I think Sergeant. So the I guess, kind of plan that we were running with, or at least I was running with, which probably wasn't the best plan. I realize now was effectively we are holding here, right? I think in this room, I tried to get you guys to hold there, stay there. And then we were just going to breach all the way around, kind of in a circle. And then now that I'm thinking it through, that means that effectively we end up breaching into you. So it's the exact same problem, you know, regardless whether you guys continue to breach or if you stayed still, like I was kind of hoping you would.
Roger. So, guys, the pro word for that one, you know, and if a team leader's like, hey, just hold what you got, that's the best way that I've found to quickly convey that I need you to stop where you are and just simply hold what you got, as I said. So it's all straightforward, but let's make sure that we are keeping up that situational awareness. Now, if somebody's trying to talk to us and we can't hear them, and we do know that we can't hear them, then get them either to send it on the radio or to say it again, one of the two. Admittedly, it is a bit hard to hear with all the rifles not being silenced, so I'm going to put it down to that. It was kind of hard to hear, but if you listen hard enough and carefully enough, you can make out that somebody's talking to you. If someone's behind you, it will be harder to hear them. And do earplugs play a factor?
They definitely quiet the sound of the muzzle.
So yeah, there you go. So if you do have trouble hearing that, just use your earplugs. Alrighty. So let's just debrief on that one real quick. So Bravo, you set the DC, and then Alpha, you ended up taking point. We got a little bit stuck in that doorway. I could see you were putting 40s out, so I don't have a problem with that. We were, you know, trying to negotiate the room as best we could. We only had one opening, so that was good. We then took a GP. I thought casualties were sorted pretty well effectively. We were dragging casualties back, getting the medical care, and then throwing them back into the breach. So that's fine from my end. More throwables, I suppose. So if you're ever stuck on the command, if you're the point man, you just start saying numbers, 3, 4, flash, whichever direction you want them to go, left, right, center, however you want that to go. But point man, always remember that you can make that call. Someone behind me flash this room or whatever. It doesn't really matter how you say it, just as long as you get the words out. All right, then we started to clear over to the west, and then we sort of wrapped around to the south, then moving east. Bravo, how'd you find that?
I thought it was went pretty well. I mean, I guess the toughest part was that back corner there, the north, was it southwest corner? I think we got kind of stuck there for a little bit. I don't know if it was just a lot of contacts in that room there.
Alright, all good. Was the security covering all the sectors, was that satisfactory?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had one, so I guess no to answer your question, because I was the only guy that had this center hallway for quite some time.
Alrighty, all good. So, just before Bravo moved south and then east, just notice that there's a bit of a drop in that verbalizing. So, before you go into a room, doesn't really matter how much time you take, you need to make sure you got everybody behind you. So, if you call one set and then you get the two set, just make sure you indicate, hey, I'm going right or I'm going left, because there were a couple times there we had some guys with flashes that were ready to throw the flashes in, and they were indicating that pretty loudly, except somebody would go in before that flash would go in. So let's just make sure that we're indicating everything we're doing. If you're on point, then you're pretty much the one in charge. So if someone behind you says, hey, flash ready, you want to give some sort of word back. You want to be like, don't worry about the flash, or no flash, breaching right. Because at that point, you're then making the decision to breach in without the flash. But let's make sure that we're constantly communicating and listening as hard as possible to each other. Trying to think if there's anybody that wants to talk on that one. And make sure you clear your corners. That was another thing that I noticed. Push those corners hard and then fold into the room. But otherwise the verbalizing was still happening. We just need to increase it and improve it. All right, going down the line, Alpha.
Thanks, sir. I think the kind of my idea here of what started to break down with that is that we're starting to get afraid of the fact that they can shoot us through walls and have been doing so. I think we need to make sure that we're not rushing. I think what everybody wants to do when we feel like we're in danger in the room that we're in is just pour through the door of the next room. And that's how these things start happening, where we're throwing flashes into the room and we're, you know, not getting set, not verbalizing like we should. I think maybe we could have had a little bit more coordination on exactly figuring out what the plan is, because like as you guys are clearing this whole section right here, we literally could have just stayed all the way back here or over here and kind of bisected this
Everybody
hallway.
follow. Everybody follow. Go over that one more time, Corporal.
No worries. So, I mean, we could have basically stayed all the way back there if we'd slowed down and given it a chance, like, to think. I think there's one door on that end over there that we would have had to cover, but we could have basically bisected this whole structure and took it in 2 chunks, just with a couple guys looking down this hallway and a couple on security back there. So if we were slowing down and we were communicating and kind of coming up with these plans, instead of like I'm talking about where we're just trying to get through the next door, then I think we could have done this a little bit more effectively that way.
Yep. I think for the end part here, we'll just do a quick drill on that. I have something in mind. Alpha, anything else?
No, thank you.
Alrighty, Bravo.
No, I mean, I see what. Thank you, Sergeant. I see what Alpha's saying out there. Makes sense. We could have locked down that this hallway right here. I mean, we started to, and then, like you said, I think we just started pouring through doors.
Alrighty, anything else, Bravo?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty, everybody follow me. Is everybody having fun? Alright, so CQB is a series of problems that we are basically trying to solve. So every time you come up to an area, you've got a series of things to look at. So let's say we'd gone back and we just sort of cleared this room, we came into this area. Now I'm the point man, I'm moving up, I can see a room on my right, but I can see that there's a big opening on my left. So what I have to do is I have to hold here before the wall before I expose myself, and I have to rely on the people on my right to do what they need to do and to be constantly verbalizing with me. So get me a man on my right facing left. So what is the guy on the right's job? What is he doing the whole time? Like if we look at this problem, how many problems do we have?
You've got the hallway to your left. You've got the door to your right.
This little structure right here.
Yeah, with the area behind it.
So for the man on the right, he's actually got 1, 2, 3. He's got about 4 danger areas. He's got that corner. He's got the kiosk. Then he's got this yellow thing. Now, his vision is entirely to the right. He actually, and I had this problem, I actually didn't remember that there was a hallway on my left. But because I was on the right, looking to the right, I actually couldn't see anything. That's where that center man has to come into play. So let's get me a guy in the middle. Do we remember who was the guy in the middle for this area when we were here?
Not
Does anyone remember?
Wasn't me.
Sergeant, it was point man Wood, second man DOG, I was third man, and then I believe you were fourth man.
Yeah, because I was on that far right side. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Just give me somebody there in the middle. So the guy in the middle, right, he's got a couple of responsibilities. He basically is maintaining that line of communication. Now, you know, I'm holding this corner over here, the guy on the right is working his problem, and the guy in the middle, he actually has to tell us when to stop, because I'm looking to my front, guy on the right's worried about his thing. So Dio, what is something you would tell me if I looked like I was going to keep moving that way.
It's to stop. There's a hallway there.
Yeah.
You got open
So
doors
you
in the
would-
hallway to your left.
Yep. So you want to directly call for my name. You want to directly tell me to stop.
Yeah.
Then of course, you know, you've got me stopped. Then you're going to look over to the right, and you're going to make sure that guy on the right also doesn't have a problem, right?
Right.
So if we need extra guys or we need to back up, then that's the guy in the middle. That's his job. So basically, what we call that is a controller, right? So that's one way you can get around that problem where you've got too many areas to cover, and you need someone with a little bit more peripheral vision to give you those indicators. So that's where the verbalizing comes in. If we had a fourth guy, I can't remember how many people we had. I think we had
We
about
did
5.
have a fourth. One was covering rear.
I was the fourth sergeant.
Yeah.
Roger. So everybody behind us, their job is to basically go and plug all the gaps. So, Petrovsky, if you keep looking to the right there and you swing around to clear that kiosk for me. Okay, so what's one thing we can do to make sure that he's got cover on his left? What would we do at that point?
Well,
Sergeant, so what
five or so people. Yep, go ahead.
Sergeant, so what I did was, I think Wood was here looking down the hallway. You had bumped up to that desk there, and then what I did is I followed you up, and then I cleared through this window here. And then as I kind of went through, I did this.
I cleared behind
So did I have anybody on my left, Wood?
Negative.
Alrighty, so at that point in time, you know, Wood's looking this way, but he's got that center man and Dio, so what he can do is, Dio can then say, hey Wood, look left, and then you've got that whole area covered, right? And that's really what we want to do. We want to keep up that communication behind us as much as in front of us. The
So
point
when-
man can
when
be
you-
talking the whole time,
Oh,
but
sorry.
he needs everybody else to help him as well.
When you were looking left, Sergeant, who then takes over that far open doorway at the end?
So that'd be your job, whoever the guy was in the middle.
Okay, so as soon as you look there, I wouldn't have to look left anymore. I would look down there. Right guy would still clear all through, and then we would just move across.
Correct. So it's all about bouncing off of each other. Wood turns left, Dio turns center. When I come up to this thing, I can then get another gun online with Wood looking down the hallway.
Okay.
But I'm still exposed to my right, so I still need another guy to get in there and cover my right as well. So that's basically what we're getting at there. The other thing that I wanted to do, Alpha, go ahead and lock down this hallway for me.
Okay, Alpha, let's get this hallway locked down. So that's going to mean we need one Nassar on the corner. We need one on security. Ren, go ahead and grab security on that back door.
Now, Bravo, you'll have one guy in the kiosk, and you'll have another guy on this behind this yellow thing.
I will take the kiosk.
So the point that I'm trying to get across here is that if we've got one team on security and another team clearing, we can start to coordinate a little bit. So Alpha's got this hallway locked down. Alpha, call set.
Set.
I meant on the radio.
Alpha set.
Thank you. So, Wood, when you're hearing that Alpha set, right, and you're still doing your job, which is clearing this right side, as soon as it's clear, you're going to say what?
Right side clear.
You'd actually say Bravo set. Well, the right side clear and Bravo set.
Right side clear, Bravo set.
So, what's my job at that point?
To coordinate the team's movement.
There you go, exactly, Sergeant Wren. So at that point in time, I can then say,
Alpha, hold the hallway. Bravo, clear the room on the right. Alpha, go.
so just getting the point across that there is coordination there. So we'll run these a couple of times. So Bravo, you'll clear that, and you'll let us know what you need.
Set.
Alright, stack set. Alright, Pine, you got a corner fed right. Going right.
Clear.
Alright.
Room clear.
All right. So
Coming up.
Did anybody notice if we missed something? I'm looking at that door on the right, on the left there.
Yeah.
So this is just basically another verbalizing thing, right? So if I was you, Wood, and I was coming up to this door and I saw I had a room on the left, I'd immediately say,
Alpha, need a buddy team on that room on the left.
or however you want to say it, you know, doorway, whatever it is. And then Bravo, Alpha, you'll let me know whether you
Yep,
can
Dio,
spare
you're with me.
manpower.
We're going to cover this door here up on the left.
Copy with
Alpha
you.
is detaching to cover the door.
Okay, so when they come up behind me, right, I already know because they're giving me some verbal indication, you know, on you, whatever it is. At which point in time, yep, you came up here. To be honest, you could just pie the room from the whatever you call that, the bench there, and then you can get up to here, you know, one set. Now, when you get here, right, Wood, what you want to do is you want to think about, do I want to do a single stack or a split stack? A split stack would mean that Pio would be on the other side of the thing
Yeah,
there,
we're totally
but he can
exposed
also be
over here.
behind you. So if I say single stack, assuming that I'm the one man, so then
They
you
should
and
have
Petrovsky
vision.
would actually get behind me.
Right, anything that's right by that whiteboard should be visible to them.
So the reason why you want to think about single or split stack
Or,
is
I mean,
because
you know,
you've got that
you're right
bench in
there,
the way
right.
and you don't want it to block your movement. So if I'm standing over here, can I bail from this position if I take fire either from here or a little bit further on down the hallway?
Negative.
Not really.
I can't really, because then I have to turn around, I have to jump on this thing
Just for giggles.
and try to get out of there, right? It's just a waste of time. So that's where I would say, yeah, pie around from here, get on this one, call a single stack, and then make your movements from there. Because if you pie from here, right, you're already clearing that left corner, but you've got that desk in the way, I suppose. So if I get over here, I say 3 flash, Javsky would prepare a flash, and then throw it in, just simulate it.
Flash prepped, flash out.
I could have killed all of you.
Alright, bridge and right. And so it should be pretty much flowing
See,
like that. when
that's
you're in
my
that
only point.
single
You
stack.
couldn't see any of.
And
I
of course,
could
at
have
this
see
point in
all of
time, I'm
them from right here, and you
overextending
didn't
myself, so I
see
wouldn't
me.
actually go that way. I'd just go in an L shape, and I'd hold that. Jossy's got behind the desk. I got this corner. Then I call it clear, and then 3 coming out.
3 coming out.
Alrighty, then Bravo, you'll tell me what on the squad net.
Room clear, Bravo set.
Alrighty, now the decision that I would actually make in this particular case, if we're only running 6 guys plus me, is I would say,
Alpha, break down your other team.
so these guys over here would actually collapse up on us because we can't cover all of our sectors if we're too spread out. And at that point in time, I'd send the whole squad through there, assuming that I had this much room, right? So we'd still say spread out, but we're making sure we're keeping our manpower consolidated, but we're doing it step by step, not necessarily rushing through it. So Alpha, take that room.
Copy.
Pie and
Well,
split left.
DOG.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, run that back.
Set.
2
Stack
set.
set.
2 set.
4 set.
All right, moving, pieing. It's a
Right,
split
just freeze
on a
here for a second.
Connex.
Sorry
Yep.
to interrupt you there, Dio. So Bravo, where can you make yourself useful?
Rear security.
There you are. So this is something people call priority of work. So if Bravo's just sort of sitting here and they're like, oh, I don't actually have a sector to cover, and Dio's about to cover off my sector of fire, I'm just going to move out of the way and I'm going to find something to do. And this is one way that we can reform the teams. So we notice that Alpha's back together again, and this time Bravo's cycled up on the rear. But they'll still follow you guys in. Continue, DOG.
Copy. Container in the middle of the room. It's split, going in, going right. Moving.
Moving.
Hey, whoa. Hold on now. So, left, right, right? So,
You want to run
Nassar,
that again, Alpha?
and then, oh, I just want to hit this one point, right? So, Nassar, this is a corner fed room, so what do we do on the corner fed room? Right, we do the L-shaped points of domination.
Is it a
It's a
corner
little bit
fed?
of a weird,
or is
it's
it...
a little bit of a weird corner fed, but I would
It's
call
a
this
weird
corner
one.
fed.
Okay, I
Right.
didn't know what to call it because it was a weird split.
Yeah, I wasn't tracking on what that meant when he said weird split there. Okay, but so Nassar, right? You got to go left. You definitely, you should be here, and this is, you know, going to be your point of domination. It makes it pretty simple because, you know, there's only one place you could see down the room besides this corner. Okay.
Bravo, last man. You can keep going, Alpha.
PO's last
All
man.
right, continue.
Moving.
2 friendlies
Okay.
coming in.
All right,
Come
so
in.
hey,
Go ahead, Alpha.
okay. Sorry,
We
what?
didn't hear that. Bravo set.
All right, Dio, step up.
Alpha 2 IC stepping up.
Hey, no, we're good. We're good.
Alright, Alpha, I got a doorway on the left here. Nassar, push up to me. Right side team, just hold short.
Cover long. Go back one container and cover him long.
Reset.
Go back one
Okay,
container
yeah, we
and cover
need
him
one
long.
more man here. One more body.
5 set,
Do we
last
get-
set.
Okay. Pine it. Okay, that is the hallway.
Right, so I got a question.
All right, we're going to bypass this door.
Let Wood ask this question first.
Yep.
So wouldn't it make sense for Bravo to stay holding down that hallway and let Alpha push through this? Because now
Yes.
they don't have to worry about pieing this doorway or anything. You guys would just flow through this room to the next one, and then really, if we wanted to add this whole thing together, is we should be doing a rolling T down this center hallway as you guys are clearing this room, and so then that
So-
way.
Sorry.
That is
Go
one
ahead.
way to slice it. I'll take it, Corporal. That is one way to slice it, and we could definitely do that. The only problem is you and Petrovsky would be out in the hallway by yourselves, and we wouldn't actually have any line of sight on you, even if we tried, or very good line of communication anyway. I mean, you're pretty much on the other side of this wall. So if you end up in this position, right, here's the question. Who's covering our rear at the moment? Or is that my job?
I wish I could.
It's probably yours. I think I called you off because I didn't hear a 4 set from Petrowski.
Right, so it's just about making sure we cover all of our sectors. It doesn't really matter if we're positioned in the hallway or not. At this point in time, it's like you make the decision. Do you really want to go back into the hallway, or do you just want to keep pushing east? Actually, is there even an entrance on the east side?
Off comms, 2 mics.
Hey, firm sergeant.
So I will say, Wood, that is what you were calling out with the rolling T. That is basically exactly what we did
Right.
the first time around. And the issue that we had with that is all these buildings or all these rooms were uncleared behind us. So if
Right.
you're gonna do what you're talking about, right, you need to, I think,
Right,
like
we need to clear.
one is saying you need to have 2 elements that can exist independently, right?
Well,
so
this-
you need to have
if you
at
think
least
about
a 4-man element here who can
That's right.
lock this down and not really need to have a line of communication to the other.
Right, that's what I meant when us doing a rolling T. Is if we had a 4-man unit. I know, just the 2 of us can't
Well,
do that.
sure, but the thing is, the rolling T that's just moving its security up. As we move our security up and up, we end up having to deal with these northern rooms because there's fucking people in them.
Right. Well,
Right.
up
So all of
until
a sudden now we're clearing online basically from west to east.
Right, I guess until here, because we entered this room. We could stop
Yeah, so
here.
we could take it to here for sure. I think.
We can get close and keep listening, guys. Alrighty, so there is one other way that you can deal with that problem. Basically, it just depends on how you guys bounce back between each other and how I coordinated as well. So, in hindsight, I thought this room actually opened up and kept moving east, which it doesn't. At which point, Alpha would have gone in there and they would have been like, room clear. At which point, I would have asked, does it keep moving east, or is there no other opening? And so Alpha would give some indicator like it only opens up to the north. We're going to come back through the hallway here. Now, if you're still in that room, Bravo, you can actually reverse your stack. So when you came in, I would have kept covering that rear. Alpha would have then let us know, yeah, this is a closed off room. We can't keep going east. Then you would just reverse, come back into the hallway, and then do exactly what you said. Except the only thing is, you'd have to then push past this door, and then Alpha would have to fall in behind you, and then they become they form the rest of your T. So yeah, not a bad idea what you said. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's all just a matter of communicating that. So if the way I like to do it in the squad, if the team leaders have a better idea, the worst thing I'll tell you is no. So always execute that better idea.
I think, if I could
send it.
Thanks, Sergeant. I think that the big thing is, like, we all clearly can think these problems through. You know, we all got some good heads on our shoulders. You know, we just have to sit and think, right? I think it's this desire to launch ourselves through doorways that's really kind of putting a damper on our ability to do that.
Yep, exactly. So if we want to continue that drill as we did, and then we'll see how we get back into the hallway, and then we can go step by step sort of thing. We do have time for it. We've got 15 minutes to the 3-hour mark.
Okay, so
Alpha, Bravo, if you're good with that, let's resume where we left off.
DOG Softcom.
Alright, you guys just take your positions, and I'll fold in the middle.
All right, so yeah, we had
Just
moved up
pick
to
up
this doorway. We're going to pretend that I realized this was the hallway instead of thinking it was another big room.
Yep.
Alpha, does this room keep moving east? Negative. Roger that. We're going to go into the hallway and then push east from there. Over.
All right, we're going to flow out. We're going to set a rolling T on this hallway and go.
So it doesn't matter who it is, 4-man coming out. Taking the rear. I got more, swapping to the front.
Okay.
Set.
That's the room that
All
we
set.
entered to the left. All right, we're going to push past, make sure we pie that room to the left off. Just make sure it's clear. And
So Wood, you do the pie, move over to the other side. Courier, keep moving. And then Wood, I take the center. Hallway left.
Okay, hold short
Back
of this
on comms.
hallway. Okay, I would like to lock this intersection down. So we're going to push past it. So Nassar, make sure you plate it off as we go. And move.
So take the corner, call set. Are you set?
Set.
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 All right, Bravo, we got this hallway locked down. Work left or right, up to you. Or wait, we're 2-man Bravo right now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of got.
Yep.
Do you need
So
one,
room
guys?
is
I
clear
would-
behind us. Those guys can either come up behind us or we can break down, but I'd prefer those guys come up from behind.
Which guys?
Your team.
Whoever's behind us at the moment.
Okay.
Whoever's left in the stack.
All
On
right,
my way.
hey, Bravo, bump us. You keep it locked down. Alpha's going to move to the. We're going to push down the left side. All right, I'm crossing.
Moving to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're
crossing
moving
you,
left.
Wood.
Nassar, let's go.
One set.
Nassar, you're on my left there. You got my right.
Oh, you got your right.
Two
All right,
set.
what do you got on the right? I got a doorway
Okay,
left.
hold
Very
on a
clear.
second.
Hang
Got
on.
a doorway right, but I can't see
Yeah,
anything
hold on. So
from
this is this is not
What's up?
kind of what I was getting at here at all. I'm wondering where that broke down.
Yep, you did say we were moving to the moving down this hallway.
No,
Or were
okay.
you bumping me off that corner?
So I was saying,
Let's come back.
Bravo, you're gonna maybe
Right.
maybe I need to learn a thing or two about saying this more correctly, clearly.
So I'm
My
I'm
intention
here.
here was,
Nassar's
like-
where he is, right?
Okay, so
Yep.
Alpha, I guess, and Bravo are both locking this down right now. So I
Yep.
wanted Bravo to take over the job of locking this down. Right, this hallway here and this hallway here, while Alpha pushed forward and started clearing rooms on the left-hand side. So ideally that would look like you staying where you are, Wood over here, looking to the front, right?
Well, I'm right here. I'm already looking front.
Well, yeah, but we're going to work the left side.
Okay, I see.
So we're
I
going to
see.
cross right in front of you, right? And then Trowski,
Okay, so
Either
that's what you meant
follow
by
it,
working
yeah.
the left side.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna
we're
say
going to
that.
work the
Okay.
left side.
So
Yeah,
that's
so
a problem right there. Your left.
That's just
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you want to say is, Alpha, we're going to keep pushing east and clear the left side. So that way I'm not confused by we're going to go left because I've got a whole doorway down there that I can breach through. You know?
Yeah, I roger that.
So,
okay.
Yeah, that would have fixed that one.
Yeah, so I will
Alrighty,
work
so
on that.
Bravo, you're taking that corner. Korea, you're moving back over here. And then...
Yep. So, yeah. We're going to push down the east. We're going to hold the right side, work the left side. Alpha, stack up on...
Alright. Forming up on you.
Okay, one
Bump
set.
up.
2 set.
Reset.
Last man set.
So just freeze
Alright,
here for a
tying it
sec.
off.
So, Wood, something you can do is you can
Right,
actually pull Petrovsky off this corner. You can put him in the middle. Then you've got the cross coverage on the side there. And you could push up with basically behind Courier and he can plate you to that door. Or whoever's going to be doing whatever that is. But Petrovsky, you'd want to be in the middle so you're keeping that gun online and downrange.
Right, so we're almost
Since
building,
DOG has your back.
we're almost building like a rolling T next to Alpha.
Yeah, so keeping all those guns online as best you can and keeping up the security. Alright, Alpha, go.
Alright, pieing it. Corner fed, right. Going in, going left.
And then we push up as they go in.
Push forward, Bravo.
Okay. Just pause
Set.
while I say so Nassar,
Yeah, got
make
that
sure
door
you
on
go
the left.
right. So
Door
just
left.
alternate left, right, left,
pushing
right,
left.
left, right.
Copy.
One
two.
set.
2 set.
Alright.
Yep. Okay. So,
So
yeah,
Wood, how we
did you do-
negotiate this, right? Petrovsky actually pies this door
We're
behind
set here,
me,
so
and he gets the other side.
Remember,
and
we're
move
trying to
forward a
start
little
calling
bit.
out set on our points domination.
Right, so I'm gonna wait till he pies
Sorry,
that though,
set.
correct?
Okay, so we've all called set.
Yep, so Petrovsky
So
pied us.
Nassar, me and you are going to reverse stack. We're going to push to this right side door. Bravo, we're
There we
pushing
are.
out of this room, headed east.
And then Wood, we're pretty much
Copy that.
entirely dependent on you to cover
Alright,
those
move
two
in.
doors.
Are we continue to hold this?
And
hold
Petrovsky, we
which
just
one?
hold
Down this
until
hallway
Alpha
to the
clears
north?
that room and comes out.
No, so we've cleared
I
down
got-
through here now.
I got a door to my right.
But there's
as
a
well.
doorway. Are we holding that doorway?
Door.
There's a doorway,
So
which way?
Petrovsky, one thing
Right
that
there
I
to
would do
your-
here,
right
is
here,
we would hold
right here.
that, and I would just
No, no,
push
we're
up to
clearing
give you a
this
bit
one.
of
No,
a
we're,
hand,
yeah,
and
we're
I'd
pushing
plate.
through this doorway.
Oh,
Yeah.
copy.
So that's how you maintain the T while going
Alright,
past open
two-man
doors and
set.
such.
Reset.
Stacks.
And so we just wait for Alpha.
On you, Ren.
Right, then once they flow out.
On you, Ren. Oh, I think he disconnected. Yeah, he disconnected.
Okay. On
So-
you, DOG.
All right, pushing,
Sorry,
pie-in.
Russell, you mind if I ask a question?
Or you just
Should
Go
I
ahead,
hold for his
Sergeant.
question?
What happens if somebody walks up from your west right now, like Op 4 from outside the building, or somebody got up who was unconscious and not KIA?
I wish I had a fourth man to deal with that problem, but I do see what you mean. I think what I'm thinking here is that we've already cleared that area. But if I had a fourth guy, I'd definitely want to stay on that rear security. Of course, one other thing I can do is I can just push up a little bit and say, hey, Petrovsky, cover the rear. Or move a little bit closer to me. And then you've got the rear security there and you can watch that door as well.
So if I could,
Thank you,
that would,
Sergeant
that
Wayne,
would
that's
be
actually a good point.
considerably better. So just so I'm clear on something, the point of tonight's training is the rolling T itself, right? Because if not, we're definitely overcomplicating this.
So the main point about it is making sure we're maintaining some coordination with it. So focusing on the T in the hallway here is definitely being accomplished in this particular way. If we had a fourth guy, that'd be a bit easy. But it's basically having a T in front for that forward security for the uncleared space. If you recall last night, there were a lot of buildings, a lot of like apartment buildings that had heaps of rooms and all of those. So basically working on things like that. So with Alpha clearing behind us at the moment and making sure we're going over that, it's keeping it all cohesive.
Okay, that's fair. As long as the T is the point of the training, then yeah, everything's fine. Because if not, we're just overcomplicating a lot of simple CQB.
Hey, Firm Sergeant, it is advanced CQB today.
Roger.
All right, Alpha,
Hey,
you
what-
clear back there?
So I'm kind of wondering why y'all pushed up so far. Right, because we haven't hit this room yet.
Consider it a demonstration in going across a room while you were busy clearing your rooms.
Okay. That almost feels like...
Don't worry about it, basically.
Alright, alrighty. So yeah, we're clearing.
Okay,
We're
going
clear.
in, going in, going left. Dead space left, going left.
Going right.
Okay, so center fed.
Set.
That's actually my fault, because what I should have done was I should have told you
Hallway,
to call
long
Alpha
hallway.
and let 'em know you were
Okay,
pushing
A,
past that
use
door.
2 down there, reverse your stack. We're gonna float through.
Copy.
Right.
Around.
That's on me.
I'm on you guys.
Alright, let's get
Everybody
set
set.
into a
Move.
rolling T down this hallway.
Copy.
to
I'm
you.
on the left.
I'm in the
Alright.
center.
Moving.
Hit it.
What do you mean sit back? Just sit. Step back
So,
here.
Okay,
back.
take it.
Come back
Yeah.
behind that door,
Right, so I can
and
sit
then
back.
Alpha will come out on your left.
Alright,
So you
we're
can-
gonna button hook this corner. Send
Copy.
it.
I'm hooking it. Set.
The point of what I was
Set.
showing you was basically
Alright,
just
run
how
it down.
to deal with
Going
a
down.
room or an open door that you've got to push past if you want to. Now Alpha's going to come up past that door, so you don't have to worry about it, and we can just sort of
Very
go
Got a
Yeah.
down.
doorway on the
Hallway.
right-hand side and a door open
But it
straight.
depends on the information, right?
Yeah.
I'll hold the
Alright,
door.
I actually didn't
I'll hold the
realise
door
that room
straight.
was
You guys clear to the right.
until I went around back
Copy.
here
I'm
and
high to
had a
right.
look myself. So
Eyeing.
now, can you
Got
sense what's
friendlies
happening
right.
here?
Right, so now they're coming right up on
I've
us.
also got an open door to the right side.
So
Okay,
Alpha,
so
you gone
blue,
too
blue,
far.
blue.
Yeah.
We've gone too far. Correct.
They should have cleared this room and then let us know that they cleared that room before moving.
Yep. So you see, it's that information flow that we don't really have. If you knew they were going to
Yep.
go all the way around there, you would have reverse stacked, gone back the way that they came, and come back around behind them. So the point is to avoid that crossfire and not flag our friendlies.
Yeah.
But there is another thing.
If you want to bring everybody here.
Alright, move up.
Alright,
So-
Alpha.
Curry already knows what I'm about to say. So if you guys come back through here, where is the uncleared space currently?
And then,
There's 2 rooms.
yeah, over here.
Yep, there's that one, and there's that one. So we're coming into uncleared territory. We're on a 90-degree angle from each other, and well, if the enemy comes out of there, I think we're going to end up shooting each other at that point in time. So how do we fix that? If we come back to this room,
We would have just held long on the hallway down there at the end.
yep.
Yeah,
so
I mean, yeah,
if
could
I
have put
was
2, even just split
Yeah.
2 off to do
Left a
that.
buddy team to hold it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what we
So
did the first
obviously if
time
I'm the
until we
point
were
man
told to
and
move.
I've gone in. Sorry to cut you off there.
I was
So if
saying,
I was
oh,
the point
sorry.
man, I came in and I cleared this corner, right? Well, I can't really see Bravo from here, but you know, I come up to this door and I've got to cover that sector. You guys can come in. Okay, I'm going to be pushing up to this door because I've got to make sure I maintain that point of domination, right? The guy at the rear is going to cover into the middle of the room, so we call room clear, and then we're holding. So the order that Curry would give at this point is, okay guys, hold what you got. Bravo, this is Alpha. You good to push past the door, and then Bravo can push past. You guys get what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
Stay firm.
No,
So
yeah,
it's
we
just a
completely
systematic
bypassed
clear.
that.
We want to make sure to do that. At the same time, Alpha's going to tell Bravo, hey Bravo, on the north side here, I got a hallway that wraps all the way around, assuming that you knew that information.
Yeah, I probably
And
could have
Bravo would
figured.
be able to tell you, Roger Alpha, I've got 2 rooms on my left and right that I need to clear. And you're just basically coordinating that between each other a little bit better. All right. If everybody understands that and we're all good, Alpha, Bravo, anything you want to add?
No, I'm good, thank
Negative, thank you.
All right, so to recap, you know, rolling T's, 2 men cross coverage either side, 1 man slightly behind in the middle, aiming down range, 1 man on rear security, interchangeable if there's a trail team, and your trail team can become your breacher team. 17 is similar, except the center man is forward of the other 2. Maximum firepower to the front. and maintaining line of communication. This is just the recap. So to move past corner, doors or other openings, use peeling. Corner man 1 set, center man 2. 2 moves, 2 set, 3, 4 and move. 3 and 4 move, pardon me. 3, 4 then call set. 1 moves, 1 set, and then you reform the T. It's not about saying or doing the correct or incorrect thing. It is about covering all your sectors and moving as a team, ignoring all sense of self and becoming a number, ensuring to simply and clearly communicate. And we did our live fire exercise. So the training is a success. Going into debrief here, I think I already asked Alpha and Bravo to add anything, but do you guys have anything?
No, I can't hardly think right now.
Negative on the peanut gallery, are you there?
I got nothing.
Alrighty, just remember I'm around all the time, so if you guys want to have a powwow after this, we're good to do that. S3?
Did everyone have fun tonight, boys? Thank you, Sergeant.
I meant the other S3. I guess there's a bunch of S3. Anyway, Aries.
STI?
Thank you, Sergeant. Did everyone have fun tonight?
What?
Good job. Good job. Good job.
Alrighty, Sergeant Whaler.
Thank you, 1-1. The only thing that I would add on top of your training tonight is there were several times tonight where, as a Mike, I got left behind with one other able-bodied person and a casualty. That should never happen because I need that one other person with me to be doing compressions and to be ready to swap out with whoever's on security doing compressions so the Mike can do their job. So if I call up there's a casualty or something like that, people need to stay behind. One casualty is a minimum of 4 people usually because you need 2 on security, 1 on CPR, plus the mic at all times. That's all I had, 1-1. Thank you.
Roger that, Sergeant. I'll take that one on the chin. You were my battle buddy and I should have taken better care of you. Is everybody tracking on what the Sergeant said?
Hey, firm.
Hey, firm.
So if Mike's by himself, what are we going to do?
We're going to cover him.
Not let him be by himself.
Few of them.
There you go. Sergeant Anthem, anything to add? Words of wisdom?
Yeah, Sergeant, I have, I guess, one thought. You guys are all very... Oh, stand by.
I think he died.
I'm not sure.
This Spence is killing me.
Did I not transmit?
Not a
We didn't
single
hear a
thing
thing.
since wait 1 or standby.
Oh, all my shit was broken. Hang on. There we go. Okay. All right. I'll say it. Am I transmitting now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck. I don't know. Everything just went haywire. Anyway, all my comms are working here. What I was saying was, the couple times during the chaos, we have to remember that while it is important to communicate and give instruction, it's also important to listen for instruction and to act on it. It seemed like a few different times there were different occasions where lots of people were yelling out things to do and where people should go. Also pay attention to where, you should be and gaps you need to fill and gaps you need to cover so that everyone can keep flowing appropriately. So I guess my only advice there is, make sure you're listening as much as you're communicating. And that's all I have. Sergeant Russell, thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Anthem, and thank you guys for coming along and giving us a hand. We greatly appreciate it, and we couldn't have done it without you. Alrighty. Well, if nobody else has any comments, questions, or concerns, hearing none, you're all dismissed to your individual team debriefs.